Well, hello everybody. Welcome to the show today. Very happy to have you. We have ourselves a good one today. We're doing a living legend. His name is Tex Avery. Not only is he responsible for many of those characters you guys love from Looney Tunes, we all love them. He's responsible for many other characters as well. You might not
Mm.
know. And I'm kind of curious to see what the guys will dive into and the girls to see what kind of interesting Tex Avery stuff we'll get at us. A very interesting dude. Created a lot of fun stuff. Of course, I imagine a lot of his stuff is no longer politically correct, which is unfortunate because if you can't laugh at yourself, what's the point? But nevertheless, we'll see what these guys come out to. And keep in mind, this is PG-13. They can do whatever the hell they want. I don't care about PR over here. No, that's not the right word. PC. Thank you. Anyway, let me go over and hit the like and share button. You guys please do the same, and I will talk to today's creator of the idea, Mr. Eric. Hello, Mr. Eric.
Woohoo.
Eric.
I think he's out
He
smoking.
said, "Hello, Mr. Eric."
I guess he's out smoking.
Hi,
That's okay.
Chester.
Oh,
Oh, no, that
there you
doesn't
go.
sound like
Good.
Eric at
You
all.
sound
Yeah. Oh goodness.
perfect. Yeah.
Hi, Chester.
Well, now this I do have a couple of foreigners in here. Of course, I guess I'm a foreigner as well. But I got a Canadian. Now, up in the Canadias, do you have any of your own kind of Looney Tune type stuff? Obviously, you guys see Looney Tune as well, but do you have your own thing?
Like hell, if I remember. I was probably too drunk to even pay attention to that
Your
stuff.
entire
Confirmed.
childhood.
Grade school Kima drunk. There we go. All righty. How about over in the Australias? You guys must. I'm sure you've seen Looney Tunes too, but you might. You
Oh, yeah.
must have your own stuff.
Not really.
I see. It's interesting to me how Australia just continues to impress.
hmm
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yikes.
But of course, the rest of us Americans we grew up with these great things, and it's syndication forever. I mean,
That is true.
some amazing.
Yeah. Animation studios in Australia was practically non-existent. There was a few, but nothing noteworthy. Like we grew. Oh, everyone grew up on American animation.
Sure, I know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just imagine you guys have your own thing. I mean, you guys do stuff. I mean, you have technologies.
Bluey.
Yeah.
Oh, Bluey, yeah.
That's right.
It's just called America
That's
Steals All Our
recent.
Talent. There you go.
Dude, America does do that. That's what America is. It is the hub. People
Yeah.
go there to make money and become rich. And the sad thing is, the only people getting rich in America are the ones who are immigrating. It is what it is. But that's how it works. And of course, we're going to be getting into that today. There's so many things for them to draw. So let me go ahead and kind of show some of the non-Looney Tune stuff that Tex Avery is responsible for. Because Looney Tunes,
That's some
everyone
of the
knows
best
Porky
stuff.
Pig, Bugs Bunny. Well, I mean, everyone knows all his Looney Tune creations, right? But let's take a look at some of his other things, which in some ways are kind of the best stuff, in my opinion. So let's go ahead and get over here. I think that's the one I want. Yeah, there it is. All right. So now, of course, Tex Avery, dude from way back, extremely successful. But here's a look at some of the things he created that are not Looney Tunes related. Now, the one that pops to me, of course, immediately is Droopy. Droopy Dog. That's his name, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Droopy, right?
that's correct.
That was a very successful character. But actually, the one that makes me laugh and remember the most is the Indian. Do you guys remember the Indian, the hunting idiot Indian? It's the Elmer. It's an Elmer Fudd Indian, is what it is. But do you remember the Indian?
I
Just
think so.
barely.
I remember the Native American.
No, they prefer American Indian, just so you know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But let's see. We got Droopy. We got the other dog that was with Droopy. The stupid cat, and it was funny because this cat was actually a cat, and the dogs were more human, right? But it actually acted like an animal. You got the fox, of course. You got these. I don't know. Were they bears? Kangaroos? I don't know. Of course, you got the slick fox from back in that era. That would be pre-code, though, I would assume, because a lot of the pre-code stuff today we wouldn't really see it as that that raunchous. But back in those days, it was considered, I'll clutch my pearls and faint. Oh my God! Imagine taking those people and throw them in today's world. They wouldn't make it an hour.
Oh no, no way.
Yeah.
But now people are clutching their pearls, fainting over completely different stuff that back then was totally unoffensive.
That's true. That is true. Things, it just seems that
That's
Yeah.
true.
people
Yeah,
who
that's
want
very
to be
true.
offended have
Got
always
you
been
there.
around. Yeah, that's true.
That's really, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah, yeah. I love if any of you guys have seen Jean Harlow, she would certainly fit in any '80s movie. But she was so scandalous. So many women in America absolutely hated her. But the problem was she was probably the most beautiful woman at that time on the silver screen. Because she didn't care, man. She showed nips and everything. Unbelievable. What is the squirrel's name? I remember the squirrel.
Screwy squirrel.
Screwy squirrel. He's sassy.
He is.
He is.
Kind of like Slappy Squirrel.
Slappy, I thought was a lady.
That's
Slappy
yeah,
is-
that's it. That's Animaniacs.
That's Avery, yeah.
That's much later on.
Totally inspired by Tex Avery, but
It was.
not his.
Right.
Oh, I
Oh, yeah.
loved anime. They see the cool thing about being a dad is you get to well, I don't know about now, but when I was my kids were kids, there was some really
Yeah.
great entertainment for them, and I get to have an excuse of I'm watching what my kids will watch. I'm making sure it's safe.
Yeah.
Exactly. You're a good parent.
I'm a good parent, which I was doing. But at the same time, I loved the Animaniacs. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Especially Pinky and the Brain, dude.
Yeah.
That was awesome. But I don't know. Anyway, we'll get into talking to these guys what their favorite Tex Avery characters are, and of course, seeing what they're going to draw as well. But I imagine we'll see quite a bit of the standard Looney Tunes stuff. And if I were to kind of up front say who my favorite standard Looney Tunes is, it's hard not to go with Bugs, isn't it?
Yeah.
But I'm going to go outside of the box, and I'm going to say Foghorn Leghorn.
Really?
Say.
Yeah, I liked him. He was because it was this tired dad is what he was, right? Everything he did was the tired dad point of view, right? And it was freaking awesome, man. But anyway, we'll see what these guys do. I don't know if that was Tex Avery. Did he do Foghorn Leghorn?
Hard to say. I wonder-
I don't think so. I
How-
forget actually who made Foghorn, but I don't think it was Tex Avery.
Well, he definitely did Porky and Bugs and Daffy and
Yeah.
all those kind of things, But we might as well go ahead and get him started. So, Jeff,
Say what, son?
start him out. Wow.
Bravo.
It's
I thought he was going to play the Looney Tunes tune.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Know the room, Jeff.
Copyright.
Well, not if you do it yourself.
No, still get copyright nailed.
Well, these days probably because they don't care about the law. Fair enough. But just imagine the da 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 da. Just imagine that in your head, and you'd be good. Da, 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 da. That's
I
all,
was.
Yeah.
I was.
Oh, that's fair. So
I
therefore,
mean, I did a slight variation of it.
Oh,
Didn't you hear that? Oh, and look, and we have a Prometheus nominated author
oh,
in
very
the
nice.
in
Hey.
the crowd
thank
today.
you for noticing me.
You are lucky Rabbit's not here. He would have chastised you.
Where's Rabbit?
Nevertheless,
Thank you.
yeah, where is Rabbit? But anyway, hopefully we'll see some really good draw. As long as you guys go ahead and get started, we'll take a look at the art here in a minute. Of course, this is going to be a banner day for Blue Moon Comics, I would say.
Yes.
Mhm.
He's gonna win everything.
So he should be in here. I don't know why he's not in here.
I know,
But
right?
that would be cheating, I guess. But hopefully,
Yes.
Blue Moon, we see your best work today, sir. We're not doing the things you don't like,
That's
which is
right.
a lot. But
It would be funny if you decided to draw an anime style, like
it would be
Jackson
funny,
Pollock.
wouldn't it? That would be hilarious. Yeah. Step out of your comfort zone, Blue Moon. Come on, Doug. Do some anime. he said Foghorn was Robert Mickinson. Well, thank you very much.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't think
okay.
it was Tex.
I
But there
guess it
were,
was.
yeah, well, there were a bunch of great people working over there, and of course the voice
Well,
of Mel Blanc everywhere as well.
I looked
Yeah,
up
Mel
Tex
Blanc is
Avery
just everybody.
characters and it came up with 108 results. I'm like, oh goodness gracious.
Right, right. Well, I like to watch some of those on the YouTube. I like to watch some of those old, what is it, Guess My Name, or it's an
Hmm?
old game show where they bring a guest on and they have celebrity panelists that have to ask yes or no
This is your
questions.
life?
This is your life, is it? No, no, I don't think
Yeah.
it's that. I don't think it's that. It's an older one.
What's my line?
No.
What's my line? That's it. That's it
That's
right
it?
there.
I'm
Yeah, what's
old.
my line?
Thank you, everyone. I'm going to go
Meaning,
toddle off to the nursing home now.
yeah, thank you. But line meaning job is what they mean in that case. Not the comedy
Oh.
one that came later.
Oh,
But
how funny.
but I remember they had Mel Blanc on, and of course the audience knows because they show it to the audience up front, which I kind of wish they wouldn't do. But nevertheless, it's Mel Blanc, and they didn't even get close. It was hilarious.
No, really.
Yeah. Because he was in normal voice, he wasn't being Mel Blanc, and then he was asked to reveal himself, and he did Porky, and everybody's like, "Ah!"
That's so
That-
great.
Yeah,
That is a spectacular show.
That's all, folks.
yeah, no,
Dude, that was awesome.
yeah. No, it's cool when you
Right.
see a voice actor do their character. It's neat. It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah,
Having seen a bunch of them and
yeah, it's cool.
met a bunch of them and see them do a voice, it's kind of surreal.
It is, yeah, yeah. It's neat, but it's fun though. The one is still every time I watch, and I watch it many times, but it gets me every time. Is Mark Hamill doing the Joker? Damn, dude.
Mm.
It's
Just kinda
so
shows up.
epically good, and it's like it's like how does he do that?
I saw this one. It was a skit, and it was the cast of SpongeBob SquarePants.
Yeah.
And they were doing like
Yeah,
a
no.
stage creation of one of the skits, one of their shorts, and you're kind of like, holy smokes!
Holy
It
smokes, yeah,
was-
no, I saw that too. It was super cool. And then when you see Clancy Brown do Mr. Krabs, you're like, the world has come full circle.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh, it's the best.
Because Clancy Brown is legend. Let's be fair.
Yeah, he
right?
really is.
So, but yeah, no, it's so much fun to see those kind of things. I actually saw something the other day on the, I think it was Twitter or something like that. I can't remember what it was, but it was someone had said that the Superman thing is stupid. He just puts glasses on and no one can recognize him. Stupid. Fair enough. But then they showed a clip of Christopher Reeves doing it, taking the glasses off and putting it back on. And of course, as an actor, and a really good one, him with the glasses on and him with the glasses off are epically different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a fantastic clip. I saw the same one,
Yeah.
and I had forgotten how good he was at it because
Yeah,
you get to where perspective of having watched it over and over again, the whole thing, and just that one little clip really shows you what an incredible actor he was. He
Yeah.
used the whole body to
He
portray
did.
this man.
His
Just
slouch, his
very neat.
shoulders, his face. He's just
Mhm.
complete transformation. But that's because he's an actual actor.
Actor.
Shocking. We used to have those.
Yep. That's great. I wonder then if like Clark was a bit of a theater kid. Like, does he present Clark Kent differently than Superman, or is
Oh,
it just
Christopher Reeves. Oh yeah, of course. He does exactly as the comic book wanted him to do. He's a little bit shy as Clark Kent. He's not. He's very super polite. He doesn't interrupt. Lois Lane is always out talking him. And of course, this is what his persona. But when he takes the glasses off, he just transforms. And of course, they did the same thing in the comic book, right? You just need an actor capable of doing that, and they found one. So
Doug says that Foghorn Leghorn was Robert McKimson.
yes, I read that.
Robert?
Oh, okay.
Thanks, Jeff.
You're welcome.
You're doing a great job.
Just so you know.
It's important.
Someone mentioned Chili Willy. Was that Tex Avery's too?
Really? Oh, I
Yes.
guess so. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Jeez, so prolific, man.
I know, man.
Pretty good. What
Very-
Who's that guy that did that run during the '90s? It was so much fun with Dexter's Lab, Samurai Jack.
Gendy
Yeah, Gendy.
Totarovsky.
Yeah, that guy.
My
There's
hero.
another prolific dude because he did. Didn't he do Johnny Bravo too?
No, that was Butch Hartman.
Butch Hartman. Yeah,
Oh,
Really?
you're
I
yes.
wouldn't have guessed.
I love Johnny.
Oh,
Man.
Johnny Bravo is one of my favorite cartoons ever.
Yeah, it was so absolute delusional. It was great.
Butch
Oh,
Hartman is another Michigan transplant, believe
Is
it or
he?
not.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean transplant?
Well, I mean, he's out in California now, but he grew up here in Michigan.
Oh, did he? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed that you Michigan and Wisconsin and Minnesota's people, you're constantly clinging to have something that is, worthy.
If you lived in Michigan,
No.
well,
What?
then you wouldn't know why we have to cling to any little thing we can.
I see. Fair enough.
We got Ted Nugent.
Ted's
Yeah,
cool.
you do.
Cat
True.
scratch fever.
There
Yeah, I saw him live.
was another guy. There was another guy that was from Michigan that I stumbled upon, and I can't remember who he is, but I'm
I
just
think it's
like,
pronounced M.
no.
No.
Kid Rock's dad died, but Kid Rock's also from Michigan.
Well, Kid Rock is epic. He should be president.
Yeah.
It would be.
And as a matter of fact, when I delivered flowers, I used to deliver in the flowers in the city he grew up in.
Oh, really?
Hmm.
Yeah, so I may have delivered flowers for his prom.
Oh,
Aw.
That's kind of a neat idea.
prom.
If he went, assuming
I went to 3 of those.
I didn't go to any.
So you made up for all of Jeff's proms.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Prom's okay. But I'm from Rhode Island, so our proms are literally in the old world mansions in Newport.
Oh, that's
That's kind
interesting.
of cool.
Yeah. Like
Not in the school?
well, 2 of my proms were in the Vanderbilt mansion.
So, is there a prom for every grade?
Junior
or-
and senior. Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And I went my
That makes
sophomore year because my girlfriend was a junior junior at that time.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I guess.
What's this? She's kind of cool. She's good. I'm going over Tex Avery characters. Like, oh boy. Let's see.
There's a lot. Yeah.
There's so many. Oh my gosh.
I'm pretty sure Eric is going to do something degenerate, so don't look.
Mhm.
No,
Yeah.
not at
Yeah.
all.
And Keenma, I would be afraid of. So let's see.
Maybe a wolf?
No, well, maybe there might be a wolf involved, but I'm seeing a woman come to
Ew.
form.
I just can't draw tonight.
Oh,
that's so
sure.
hard.
Don't listen to her.
No.
That's sandbagging right there. That's bait.
Are you
I
doing
Yeah.
draw make something
Yeah.
beautiful.
I've been drawing all day. Leave me alone.
No, really? What you been
What's
drawing?
he doing?
Just working on comic pages, like this stuff
Oh,
here.
so
Your
excited.
or someone else's?
No, it's me. For me.
Oh, all right, so cool.
Look at that. That is awesome.
Oh,
How
those
are
are
the
really
kids?
Yeah.
Keenma,
What?
how are the kids?
They're fine.
Mhm.
Being brats as always.
That means they're healthy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
I like that.
Yep.
They're healthy.
I actually have an amazing technique that shuts them up instantly. I will stand up straight, put my arms quickly next to my side, and say "Hoop," and they all copy me, and it's instantly quiet. It works so well.
Really? I just
Yeah.
turn the lights off and everyone goes silent.
Oh, that'll work too.
Like budgies.
Eh.
Nap time.
Nap time.
I just pull out the
Yep.
switchblade and turn off the lights.
Oh, fair. That'll work. Yeah.
Oh, dude, that's harsh, man. I would whisper to one student. I would actually lean over and really pointedly whisper to one of them and say something really cool, so the rest of them would want to know why this kid was excited, and give somebody a Skittle. And then everybody wanted to know what I whispered, and then they would all shut up because they wanted Skittles.
Right.
Like, I don't want
No,
a Skittle.
it's interesting
I
the
know you
difference between
do.
men and women doing it. Yeah. I didn't have to give briberies, Rosa.
Hey,
Raw
I got a lot of
magnetism.
Skittles out of it. I got Skittles. I was happy.
Although
Yeah,
the kids are happy because after class they always get candy. That's my wife's idea.
Aw, there you go.
Aw,
Okay.
Chester giving little kids candy. It's sweet.
It's tax deductible.
Oh,
That's right.
and you get anything
Ah.
left over, right?
No, I don't eat candy.
Oh.
No,
Unless it's a
you
whatchamacallit.
Yeah.
That's not
Yes.
candy. That
Yeah, I was
would
about
be
to say.
chocolate, sir. There's a difference.
Ooh.
If you say
Okay.
so.
Sustenance.
No, I don't like
until
candy.
the point
I've never been a fan.
until you reach Tootsie Roll. I think Tootsie is the chocolate that kind of steps into candy.
Yeah.
I see that.
Tootsie Rolls, no, they're still chocolate though. It's not.
You think
No,
so?
did you actually know that Tootsie is technically not chocolate flavored? I did.
What is it?
That's like
It's not.
I don't know. It's the company itself is said it's not a chocolate flavor, but it's
Malt.
totally a chocolate, right? Yeah,
Maybe it's malt.
weird.
Yeah.
Maybe it's malt. I
Yeah.
guess it doesn't really taste like other chocolates, but
No, that's for sure.
difference
Oh,
from other
you know what?
chocolates.
You know what I haven't had in a long time that I remember is awesome?
What's that?
Payday.
Oh, paydays are
Ooh,
freaking
yeah.
awesome.
Dad loves
Mhm.
those.
Those are good. Those are the salty peanut ones, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
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 Payday.
Bunches and bunches.
Oh
of
yes.
Yeah.
All just stuck together with caramel.
I can't.
Yeah, they
Sounds
make
like
one
it
down
comes
there. It's like a Tom's is what they call it, and it's just like the peanuts with a white nougat, and it doesn't have the chocolate over the top of it. It's just peanuts and white nougat. It's really good. And it's just real sweet and salty, but without the chocolatey part. But the chocolatey part's good, so I want that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're not
Um,
paying extra for it, why not take the chocolate?
Just so
Yeah.
everybody knows, Alan has decided to go full PG-13 today, and I would not. Don't look. Just don't look.
Is he doing red? Is he doing red? Right,
No,
red
He
writing.
is, but boy, did he find himself a way to make it worse. It's pretty
Oh,
impressive,
okay.
really.
Red Riding Hood. I love her so much. I think I did her last time we did Tex Avery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
did.
right,
I did.
right?
I did Red and Wolf last time, though. I'm
That's
doing
right.
Wolfie again. I'm doing McWolf again this time.
I'm kind of curious how the cloth is going to work here, but it'll be interesting. Good job, Alan.
Whoops. Good job.
Is Alan speakable today?
Hello, hello.
Hi, he is speakable.
Right.
So, what part of the depths of degeneration did you come up with this from? Just curious.
Who hasn't seen a girl with droopy tits before?
Ha!
Oh.
Goodness gracious. And my wife's here today, so she will be asking questions.
Oh, hello. Hi, Mrs. Pepsi.
Oh, well,
Girls.
she's not in the room right now. But, and I have headphones on. So she
He's
can't
here,
hear
but
me.
not here.
Yeah.
Hi.
Well, my wife, not unlike her mother and pretty much all the other Japanese women I've met, they don't stop moving.
Yeah.
They don't
Huh.
until they do. And when they sit down and she gets under the kotatsu, it's done. It is a
Okay.
monstrous creation, this kotatsu thing, and it just devours them, and it's over. But yeah, they don't stop moving. They're constantly moving.
Did they get everything done?
Of course,
All
and then
right.
some. So
Mhm.
I don't know
That's
really what all the movement is for, but there is movement.
It keeps you healthy.
Fair enough. We're going. We're going to take ourselves a nice long drive tomorrow, and we're going to stay in a hotel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Fancy.
Yeah, we're going to go see a castle.
Oh, which one?
Kumamoto. They finished rebuilding it after the earthquake.
Takeshi's castle.
Yeah. But I'm mainly looking forward to the Chinese food because there's a great Chinese food restaurant over there. But shh, don't tell.
That's ironic.
I like Kumamoto actually. It's a nice place. My daughter went to
What-
university there.
Oh really?
What's your favorite part of it? Like the part where there's usually one place on a university where you want to go. It's like your little secret corner. What's your secret corner there?
In Kumamoto, it's definitely there's an arcade. They have arcades here. I don't think we really have them in America. But and I don't mean like gaming arcade. I mean like
shopping
traditional
arcades.
shopping arcade.
Oh, okay.
And they have an arcade there that's just got it actually has a variety of shopping instead of just lady shops.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
But
So
yeah.
you could buy a prize like armor then.
Well, yeah, there's places like that, but you don't have the money for it. I guarantee you.
Well,
I
she's not
actually was.
Japan.
Apparently,
Well,
because
no.
you know how much money we have.
Well, no, because
No,
I went and priced it for myself. I was
you
wanting
can't
to.
buy the armor, but I can.
Well, no, no, I
This
can't.
castle
I'm not going to
in
spend that kind
Malta.
of money. Are you out of your mind? But
Really? Would it be worth it to just to wear it around the fishing village?
well, no. What I was going to do was to put it in
Ladies
the
wouldn't be
hallway.
pinching your butt.
I was going to put it at the head of the hallway, so when you come in the door and you see the hallway that kind of splits off of the rest of the house, you would have this, this kind of Japanese armor and picture and stuff like that.
Oh, sure.
But yeah, I went and priced it. Would you like to guess how much a full suit of Japanese armor costs?
Jeez.
$350,000.
No,
What?
no, it's
Pretty
nowhere
good
near
guess.
that crazy, but it's still crazy.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
8,000?
$40,000.
3,000 gold
55,
coins?
55,
What?
100?
55, and that
I would
wasn't the
think
most
that would be in
expensive.
your price range.
No, I'm not going to spend that kind of money for something like that. No, no way, dude. I'm frugal.
That's
Uh,
how you have enough to buy Malta.
No, but it's value purchases. It's about value.
That's true.
Yeah.
So, is it like very old armor, or is
No,
it?
no. Oh, don't even
you
talk.
never
That's
say?
millions. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I talk about just somebody made actual real armor. It's just stupidly expensive.
Wow.
So that idea went away.
How much
Instead,
does it add to your AR?
I don't know what that is.
Okay.
Instead I put I have an elmwood I put in the hallway instead with a little
Ooh.
table and some it's like a artistic presentation area. We got a couple of those around the house.
There you go.
My
That sounds
favorite,
good.
Chester,
yeah,
could you do me a favor?
yeah.
Would you guys go to see the castle? Will you take some video of you two?
Please.
Yeah.
And I want you to dub over all the video "The Glory of Love" by Peter Cetera,
Oh my gosh.
which was in Karate Kid 2.
I'll get canceled.
Because I just imagine anytime you're in your fishing village, it just plays in the background while you're walking around.
Oh, fair.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I have a little Japanese girl that walks around carrying a boombox on her shoulder. Yeah.
That's what your secretary is for.
Right.
The second one.
The coolest piece of art I have in the house, though, well, it's not the coolest, but maybe my favorite. It's sitting in this room with me, actually. I have a John Dillard original, actually, over there, too. That's pretty nice.
Oh.
But up on the wall, I have a big old piece of art from Mr. Gary Shipman.
Do you?
I do. And it's beautiful and spectacular. It is Stan Lee, and it looks like a frickin' photograph.
Oh,
Holy
that's
crud.
cool.
Gary is impressively awesome.
Yeah.
No,
Do you know that Gary will be drawing the map for my next book? And
Yes.
Lucky boy.
Gary has also drawn the
He drew your book, where your bookmarks.
yeah, for my bookmark. He drew the flaming surf for my bookmark.
Oh wow, that's
I-
awesome, dude. Yeah. No, I got me a couple of Gary Shipmans. I'm happy about it. But that Stan Lee is so epic, dude, and he's so much emotion on his face. It's smiling, happy Stan. Oh, it's great, dude.
No. I got. We need to start a Gary Shipman fan club because I called him the ink vendor online. Literally, his work with ink, I've never seen. I know y'all have seen him do it. He just looks like it just flows out of his pen. He really does. He bends ink. He makes it do what he wants it to do. And so I got a couple of his. I think it was Titan Mouse. I backed it the first one. And so he made me a Titan Mouse. I'm like, oh my god! And he signed. And so I feel like I'm like super. I won't even take it out of the package yet because I want to have someplace special to put it. So I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's
very
really
afraid
cool. Yeah, no, back when I actually had all my mornings off and I could actually do YouTube stuff, I used to be over on Gary's channel all the time.
I know.
I haven't seen him in years, though.
I know. He's on there. He got his YouTube channel got wonked. And that's one of the reasons he got wiped out.
Why?
Oh,
Herman, can you explain?
Gratuitous nudity.
Multiple copyright strikes from some service.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
and he's like,
It's like
Nobody
people hire
knows.
Nobody can
yeah.
find
No,
out.
he got hit up for he lost like then and what are those stupid art things people trying to make money off of? NI something.
AI.
NFT.
Oh, NFT.
NFTs. He got hit. He
Yeah.
lost like he got cheated, right? Lost a bunch of money.
Yep.
There's been a bunch of bad stuff that's happened to Gary, and it's like that's a crime against the universe. That is
Mhm.
because he's such a genuinely good man. He's real good man.
Yes, he's.
Yep.
He's not, a fake, asshole or anything like that. He's a genuinely good human. But hey, that those are people who get preyed upon, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think he's
It
doing
does
a lot
happen.
of- yeah.
I had
I
this
think-
happen this week. Actually, somebody approached me, and I'm okay. People don't know that I started a private investigative agency. They just know that because I don't look like that person.
Mhm.
So they'll come up to me, and I talk to everybody. If I think somebody's real and they're not AI, I'll actually say something back, and they'll be, hey, I have some artwork, and I'll say, do you have a portfolio? And they'll send up usually a Google file. Well, they don't realize how easy it is to do those image searches. And you go through a couple, and some of them might really be hard to find, or they might not be out there. And then there's others that are directly lifted off of DeviantArt and other things.
Mhm.
And they really work hard. And I'll just let them yada, yada, yada the whole time, and go on. But there are so many of them that are like that, that they're just after information, and they will start hounding people. Hey, can you do this? Can you pay me this? Can you give me this money? And it's really tough because if you are a person like Gary, he is so sweet, and he's not stupid by any stretch of the imagination. But I know how people can get backed into a corner with it, because I had somebody just this morning trying to get me to give them money, and I didn't yell like I have any. I've got $3.50 in the bank. No, I have more than that, but yeah, I've got. And so it was really weird. And then thinking about how Gary probably, it would be so easy to get people to believe something. And there's so much help now from AI to make things look like they're real.
Well, I actually
Yeah.
have an easier way of dealing with it than that, Rosa. I have a 3-word phrase that I've memorized and I use quite often, and it's quite simple. It's release the hounds.
They don't
That's
even
worked out.
wait around long enough to see if there are hounds. You just say that and they're
Yeah,
gone.
that's right.
Anyway,
That's right. That's how you
that's
deal with
funny.
it. It's good as it. Did you guys see that meme where they had Burns side by side with Biden and they were walking exactly the same way?
I have not seen that. That sounds amazing.
Hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
It's so sad that our president is a jokeable meme. I mean,
A human vegetable.
yeah, it's so sad, dude. I mean, we were doing okay. It was Canada who would take all the flack for us because, frickin' Trudeau, right? I mean, he's a walking meme himself.
Oh,
But
shut
then-
up.
But no, it's okay, Kima, because America said no, Canada,
No,
hold
no,
my beer.
Hold my beer.
Yeah.
Ah.
That's what we can do.
Hold
Hold
my
my
maple
Molson.
syrup.
Goodness
Hold
gracious.
my.
Mm.
Goodness.
You know who's winning the most out of all this modern meme nonsense, though? Putin.
What?
Think so?
Oh yeah, no, he's laughing. He must have himself such joyous nights, because so many people in the world, even though they might not like him, and he's an oligarch, he's murdered people, etc., etc. Still, that is the ultimate hold my beer, dude. He's so machismo, right? And it's just
Oh yeah.
Da 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 da. The gangsta meme you see with the glasses and the joint, right?
Yeah.
Not quite Chuck Norris, but not bad.
Well, nothing is Chuck Norris. It's not even
No.
fair to bring that up. Chuck Norris has actual fists under his beard.
You can't do much about that.
You
So,
can't deal with the Chuck. Yeah. I love the fact that he is so so self-aware, because obviously these are all nonsense, and he knows this and stuff, but he's happy to play into it and laugh at himself about it.
Mhm.
I mean, Chuck, he'll actually make the Chuck Norris jokes himself. It's great.
Oh yeah. He back in the day when that was popular, he
Yeah.
had you could look up his own favorite ones, like Chuck
Yeah, yeah.
Norris's favorite Chuck Norris
Yeah,
jokes.
right. And that's how you have to be. And I don't understand how so many celebrities have forgotten that. It's kind of important that people like you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like Hugh Jackman, right? Now he's worked hard. He sacrificed himself to do Wolverine for what, 15 years or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Um, and you know, we absolutely adore him and appreciate him for that just by his effort. But he's also a really nice guy. He's nice to everybody. He's sweet and friendly.
Mm-hmm.
We love Hugh Jackman. We love him,
You
right?
do. Yep.
But then you have someone like Brie Larson. She's not as good an actor as him, but if she had just been smiley and happy and nice and friendly and like, "Oh, thank you, I'm so excited to be here," there wouldn't be any
Mm-hmm.
noise around her movie.
Yeah,
Well,
we might.
it's like anything in the workplace where people would much rather work with the person who is far less skilled but has a good attitude over the person who does a great job but everybody hates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know what's wrong with them. They forgot the rule.
Mm-hmm. It's you want to be someone some people would like to work with, and it's
Yeah.
just nice to try and be a good person if you can.
Yeah, I think
I mean,
It's
some people
narcissism.
are
It
hurt
is,
and
but
this does help, but they should try some self improvement maybe first and to fix some of their own wounds before they go out and hurt a lot of other people.
no, I agree. But narcissism can be controlled, right? Like for instance, Christian Bale is a good example of this. Now, there's a
Mm.
couple of things that came out that got him in trouble, but we know he's a hardcore narcissist, right?
Oh yeah,
Christian Bale. Well, but when
most
you
method actors are.
but when you see that's true. But when you see him in public, when he's talking, other than the leak stuff that came out, he's very magnanimous. He's very charismatic. He's very friendly. He's nice because he gets it,
Yeah,
right?
that's what people
Yeah,
are
but you never
hiding.
know when he's being real.
No,
Is
that's
the
true
problem?
because he's not.
No, see that's the problem. That's why Hollywood relationships don't last for very long because they're all actors. So nobody can actually tell when they're actually being their authentic self or not because they basically made a job on being a fake person.
Right.
Yeah.
So who are you really?
Yeah, I also think it's a little bit of okay, we're doing a romantic thing together in this film, so we better kind of make it real. Let's be an actual
Yeah.
romantic thing. I think that happened. They just let themselves out, all of them, too much.
Oh no,
Um,
well that is another thing that is known amongst Hollywood is when you are in a romantic relationship in a film, you have to fall in love with that person just a little bit to even do the part.
that's supposed to be like that, yeah. But when you see the ones that actually hate each other but yet pull it off, that I respect that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been a few
That's
examples of that actually. Like in the movie, of course they didn't have a relationship. Well, they did have a relationship, but it was different. But in Excalibur, epic. If you haven't seen it, what are you doing with your life? You had Helen Mirren, and she's young and attractive. I know, weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was her for decades.
dude. And then you got the guy playing Merlin. I can't remember his name. He's got a girl name. But both of them really great job in that movie. And
Yeah.
they absolutely despised each other. They hated each other so incredibly much. But they said actually sat down and had a conversation. I don't like you, man. I don't like you either. We should use that. We should. So they actually use their hate for each other in the movie to make it better, and it shows.
No, it works because that is part of when a good pair of actors will change it into tension, sexual tension, anything like that.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
frenemy or whatever, they're able to change that. And actually, the same thing was with Bruce Willis and Sybil Shepherd in Moonlighting way back in the
Yeah,
day. If you get to
that's
see any
true.
of that stuff, evidently they were just at each other's throats. But in the earlier ones, it really the chemistry worked because they just couldn't stand each other, and at the same time, they managed to make it happen. And that's I think that if they know what they're doing with it, they can change it into real chemistry on
And
screen.
they did. Moonlighting was a good example of that because that lady, of course, we see in the long run what the problem was. Bruce is
Yeah.
just way too laid back, right? He's just laid
Eh.
back kind of dude. I mean, keep in mind, he was at Woodstock performing,
Mhm.
Well,
right?
Huge
He's a
hate makes me
Yes.
strong.
But he's just such a laid back kind of hippie type of, blue jean guy, right? And she's a refined actress. And that's where the clashes were coming from. But yeah, no, yeah, it is interesting to look at all of the various dynamic. But Hollywood is really a messy place, man. Oh well.
Oh well.
Oh well. But
So you were eventually going to ask us who our favorite Tex
I
Avery
am. I'm
characters
just
were.
killing time.
What? No.
Yeah, I will, and I shall do it now. And as I go through the art again, the first person I'm over here is Amaran, and he's doing a wonderful red here, and he's being respectful, unlike Alan.
Mm.
Although Alan's going to win, I tell you this right now. Yeah, I know our voters. But anyway, Amaran, who is your favorite Tex Avery character? Okay.
Oh no.
So many he can't even
Uh-huh.
choose.
It's okay. Brain farts do happen. It's all right.
I'm muted. Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I guess Droopy.
Yeah,
Oh,
Droopy
yeah.
is
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool.
Droopy. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
I
Tex
can
Always
didn't
get a
see
do
laugh.
that.
Oh, I
with
still laugh
Huckleberry
every
Hound,
time I
did he?
see the clips.
One of my oldest memories is of a Droopy Dog cartoon. I was
Yeah,
like,
no, Droopy's great.
yeah.
It is funny. Now, well, I was trying to ask because I remember seeing Droopy with Huckleberry Hound, but I think that's a separate team created Huckleberry,
Yeah,
right?
that's Hanna-Barbera.
Yeah, but there wasn't. They must have done a crossover, I guess. Um, I don't know when they were doing those things, but I do remember Droopy with
Roger
Huckleberry.
Rabbit, maybe.
I don't know when it was. No, it was before
You're
Roger Rabbit. It was when I was a kid.
flirty.
So, what do you like about Droopy, Amaran?
Just I don't know. I just saw them. I saw most of those. That makes sense. I don't know. I'm not talking
So you
good
feel like
English right now.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
the classic one, the classic Droopy clip, that's actually been remaking its way around the internet again, which is honestly one of the greatest things ever. Is the one where it's the Wild West one. Where
Yeah.
the two bank robbers and Droopy
Oh
has to
yeah.
protect the vault, but they can't make any noise, so they keep running back out to the desert to scream as everything's happening. And it's such a classic, and I don't know how they were able to pull that kind of stuff off or who came up with that idea,
It
but
was great.
Tex
it's
Avery.
brilliant. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, it was very funny. And of course, Droopy is extra funny because he's so polite.
Mm-hmm.
you know.
He's also omnipotent, which is weird.
Well,
Yes.
a lot of those kind of that cartoon.
He appears everywhere.
Yeah.
He's everywhere. They try to get away from him, but he's always there.
Well, I love how with Droopy
Hello,
occasionally he'll
fellas.
actually look at the screen. He'll break the fourth wall. He'll actually look at you and smile, right?
Yeah.
Meaning, yeah, he is aware, right? That's kind of cool because a lot of those characters would break the fourth wall. That was a common thing in Looney Tunes. See, Bugs Bunny was always talking to you.
Yeah. He doesn't know me very
Well, they were always even some where they were fighting the animators. You know, like that was their
well. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
opponent. Yeah.
So
you
good.
guys.
Hey, what's up,
Hey.
Jason? We're doing Tex Avery, dude.
Yeah, I heard.
Yay.
Well,
I
very
just
good.
got back from work, so yeah.
Well,
Welcome
happy to
back.
have you, dude. What do you do for work?
I do electrical.
Oh, nice. So you're
Oh
an
my-
electrician.
Yeah,
Well, that's good money.
motor
Solid.
controls stuff. So
Oh yeah, no, that's good money. I've been hearing for years people saying this, and it's very true. And I don't know what happened because back in the '80s, uh, when I went to university, because I was going to study something you have to do at university, right? But back when I was young, they were really pushing the trades hard, right?
Oh yeah.
And as they should, because most people should go into a trade. But these days, it doesn't seem like they're pushing trades at all.
Oh yeah, no, our generation is you have to go to college and get a degree or you won't get a job, and that was a lie. But that's because they want you to be subservient to the government for the rest of your life with loans.
Yep.
Every electrician I know
Yeah.
owns their own house.
Yeah, no. The trades make money. It is the right way to go for most people. I mean, like I said, I went to university for something. Well, I had to go to university for, right?
Mhm.
Sure.
I mean, there's no choice in it. And of course, I had a full boat scholarship anyway, so I didn't have to pay a penny.
Well, there you go. If it's
Yeah.
not costing you anything,
Yes.
go for it.
And then later, when I wanted to live outside of the disgusting dorms, I got a girlfriend.
What?
That's how
Because
you do
you're a
that.
musician.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's how you do that, man. You get out of the dorms, get yourself a girlfriend, go live with her.
Oh my goodness.
It worked.
Yeah, I guess so.
I bet it did.
I would rather marry them first,
Yeah.
honestly.
God,
So,
no. What are you talking about? What kind of nonsense is that?
God no.
Well, I guess
Bloody
possibly
Christians.
That's biblical.
Marriage is for marriage.
Yeah, trade school, and then you
That
can.
that is correct.
Yes.
Thank you.
Marriage.
What
Marriage.
is marriage?
Great reference. One of the most epic movies of all time. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I love it.
As you wish. That's great.
That is
Mm,
Love, true love.
wow.
This
What
I
a-
know, man. We need to have that for one of our nights. We need to do Princess Bride.
That's
Well,
not
you
a
know,
bad
the,
idea.
the
We have
biggest the
once.
biggest video on this channel, not this channel, on my
I'll
channel,
be
not
back.
this Discord. The biggest video I have on this is actually I used to do Bunny Vision movie night. I forget what
Oh
it
yeah.
was, but there was some app that came out that let everyone to come together and watch movies. Of course, we can do that now easier, but it got canceled and we stopped. I could redo it, but I don't have time. Nevertheless, Bunny
Yeah.
Vision movie night. We watched a bunch of movies together, but the way I did it, because I can't show it on YouTube, right? So what I would do is
Yeah.
have a rotating clip. I'd put a whole bunch of clips of the movie together and have the still images just kind of rotating whilst we gave commentary. And that was the idea. Start the movie, everyone now, right? And then we watched the movie together. And I just, for the visual, I had just a clip, a presentation running, right? And I did the Princess Bride, of course, amazingly epic movie, and that particular live stream, I don't know what it's up to, but it was like around 30,000 or something views, and everybody coming in. This is stupid. You guys suck. This is not the real movie. That is hilarious. Of course,
Oh,
a few people, I think Eric as well, suggested that you should probably take it down. I was like, hell no, dude. Let that thing simmer.
I went out there and posted some comments actually.
Yeah, you did, yeah. It's hilarious. It's like you idiots are literally getting upset that I didn't break the law.
This is
so they want you to. They wanted you to do that.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Let that thing simmer, dude. Anyway, where am I now? Oh yes, I got to move on. Let's see here. Andrew, favorite
Yes.
Tex Avery character, sir?
Well, when I was a kid, it wasn't actually any of his particular characters that were my favorite. Though I guess now it would probably be Wolf and Red if I had specific characters that I would love. But my favorite Tex Avery property was always his Innovations of the Future episodes.
Oh,
yeah.
right.
where he would have like an expose of cars or an expose of whatever, and like those were so creative, and those had to have some sort of effect on me now, like nowadays, on just creativity in general, because those were the best thing on the face of the planet, was watching, and they were so funny because
They were like the little
'Cause
robot that
they-
was a sweeper.
yeah, like everything was wrong. Like I still remember to this day the car that would shave for you, and then it just starts going over like the bumps on the road, and then the guy basically gets his head cut off. It's just like it's perfect. I love it. Everything about it. It's great. Tex Avery is got to be the greatest animator of all time. He's
He is
definitely
awesome.
an influence on why I went into animation school. That's for sure.
That is so
Yeah, it is
cool.
impressive. Yeah, that's true. You
But-
know, it makes me think, Eric, when we were kids, there was a book that you probably read as well as I did, and it's about this guy who wakes up one morning and is missing his head.
What?
I don't remember that one.
I remember that very clearly. I'll have to go search what that was. But yeah, no, those things are really cool. I saw this thing the other day where my wife and I were looking for stuff to watch, and it was talking about the amazing predictions of Simpsons. And I'm watching this as this person's going through. Look what they did. These guys are amazing. They could see the future. Da 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 da. And every
Mhm.
little clip they put out, I was like, God, you people are stupid. I
Yeah.
mean, like the one with Donald Trump, and it came out in the '90s. Him becoming
Yeah.
the president. But it's like I grew up and in the tri-state area. And they were talking about Trump all the time. He was on the news all the time. He was doing talk shows, stuff all the time. And everybody and their brother always asked him the same question at the end of the interview: "Will you run for president?" And he always said,
Yeah.
"No. Why would I do that?"
Yes.
So
Yeah, he didn't want it.
obviously,
He didn't want to be president.
he
He
don't
was
want it.
happy. He had all the
Yeah.
money and stuff like that. So yeah.
But I'm just saying. But Groening, the guy who created Simpsons, obviously had seen that and said it would be funny if he was. So there's no
Yeah.
mystery, right? And everything that they kept saying, this is great prophetic power of groaning. It's like none of it makes any sense. Like the one I thought was the most egregious was they were talking about this thing with robots and AI and like he's predicting the future, dude. They humans have been worried about the AI takeover for over 100 years.
Mhm.
Tex Avery,
Very true.
as you were talking, Andrew,
Just
did one with
Metropolis.
robots taking over. Metropolis, yeah.
Mhm.
Isaac Asimov. Ever hear of the guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's pretty
it's
good.
like, are you kidding me? But they actually believe that it's prophetic. It's like you're a moron. Go study something.
Go read a book.
What about 9/11? Like the Simpsons predictions of 9/11.
I didn't see that. I couldn't. I didn't get too deep in it. I just was like, God, you are stupid, and I shut it off. Maybe it was in there. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, it would have
People.
been.
Well, it's like, try to everyone has a right to an opinion,
Sure.
but
Sure.
opinions must be earned.
Yeah, that's true. Everybody's
Yeah.
entitled to their wrong opinion.
Well, they just don't seem to study anything, Andrew, anymore.
Oh yeah, well I mean there's a huge factor to having an opinion is common sense, and people don't have that anymore.
Well, but that's also a cultivated thing. Think about it. How many people do
Oh
you know
yeah.
that have common sense? And in fact, those people that did, and I'm saying this honestly as a teacher, so much of teaching when I was going through school, and this is like back in the early 80s, was about trying to get the class to listen to you, but that was getting them to let go of what they believed was true so they would accept what you were telling them. And that's a very dangerous thing to have in your hands if you don't. It's important to say, hey, we're at school, we're going to learn this now, and what you do at home is your business, and what you do here is your business.
This is
We had to
why-
do that with language.
But this is why, Rosa, we have a thing called a syllabus. That's
Yes,
the
we're
reason
supposed to be
we
all there.
create these things so that all the teachers are teaching correctly and not stepping outside the bound.
Yeah, but then you have
what's
somebody
reasonable.
then you have somebody like me that says you have to question everything that everybody tells you.
Which is
And-
fine. But the
Yeah, I should
but the
do that. That's
curriculum
my job.
is put there for a reason.
Oh yeah. Well, you have a curriculum. You say these are the things we know, and these are the things we would like you to learn. But ask me questions. And I would always have a moment at the end of the class where they would ask me questions about anything they wanted to say, and I would tell them what I thought was true, and then I would ask them what they thought was true.
Oh, I do
And I
that
said, "Here's
too.
what we're saying."
And, but
and
the-
there's you can
yeah.
have something you know is right, but it's not what we're learning here. But you
Yeah,
can still
but
believe it's right.
The
Now, there's a
problem
difference.
is, Rosa, when I ask them to ask me any question, I've been around and I know a lot of things. I always get asked, "What's your favorite pizza?" Yeah.
Well, that's fine. You just keep telling them because they just want to. That
Yeah,
humanizes
you
you.
tell
My
them.
kids were shocked that I didn't live at the school because I was a preschool teacher, and they would just flip the heck out when they would see me like down at the store or something, because they just knew I lived there and that was where I stayed all the time. And
They
so
stored in a
they-
closet.
You were doing special education, I see.
no, I was doing preschool. I actually did do special education too, and so they would
Well,
come to
that's
school.
true.
I was always
Preschool
there.
kids are stupid. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. No, they're not stupid.
They're
They're
preschoolers.
adorable.
No,
They're
kids
They
are
have an imagination.
They do.
That's right. And you
Which
can
you can
teach
abuse.
so many wonderful things. You,
That's
yes,
right.
you go in there and you teach them how to think at an early age, and it's very difficult to turn over. And
That
it's
is
okay
true.
to say, hey, that's there is a way to teach children to be respectful of authority figures in their life and still not accept everything they say.
Oh, Jeff knows. That's why
You
he
can
has
say,
switchblades and
yeah,
lights. Yeah, Jeff knows. Yeah.
there's a way to do it, and I think we're missing that. We literally are saying now, if this person says they're an authority, you have to do what they say, no matter what. And you know, and then we'll tell you the ones you're supposed to
Yeah,
ignore.
that's breaking though, and that's why we're seeing pushback against the nonsense. But the
Yeah.
only group I kind of give a half pass on this to is those Tartarian guys. And girls actually, because I mean, honestly, they should have a sit down with me, and I can answer a lot of their questions. But they are
Uh-huh.
catching into something that is well known amongst historians. They are catching up on something, but they're a little bit misinformed. But I give them a bit of a pass.
And
Yeah.
that's why I like Tex Avery's innovations of the future.
Yeah,
That's right.
No, right. I mean, it ties into that conversation perfectly, doesn't it? Because there are Tex Avery, one of and all those artists and creators of that time, and even a little bit earlier, they were kind of tying into the old 19th century stuff quite a bit, right? And there are
Yeah.
good questions to ask. Why was the architecture so much better in the 19th century than it is in the 20th and 21st? There's many
Connie,
good questions. And
Connie,
those guys saw these amazing things and they used them in their art. Tex Avery certainly did. And it's cool. And I've actually seen some of these Tartarian dudes use people like Tex Avery in his art for their argument. They're wrong, but I get why they do it. But I do give them a bit of a pass. The flat Earth guys are hard to give a pass to, though.
They are very
Yeah.
dedicated, though, and I
I
applaud
understand.
their dedication.
What about that guy who actually accidentally proved the Earth was a globe?
That guy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
it's
mean, it
Euclid.
is
how
a
much
globe.
money?
But
Euclid. It was Euclid.
well, the thing is, like so many of these conspiracy theories and groups and stuff, what they found is they find an inconsistency. And there is an inconsistency with what you can see at what distance compared to the curvature of the Earth. There's clearly some mathematical error going on here, but they take that and they jump to the most amazing conclusion, saying, "Well, in the past, everyone would believe the Earth was flat anyway. They're just lying to us." Well, first of all, that's not true at all. The only culture that tried to push flat Earth were the Catholics for a couple hundred years, and everyone was like, "Ah, shut up." And they stopped. No ancient culture believed the Earth was flat. Nobody,
Yeah.
right? There's no evidence of that at all. Matter of fact, we have evidence to the opposite. But whatever, let them have their fun. But they are hard to give a pass because, oh goodness,
It's deliberate misdirection. We didn't
could
even
be.
see these things. Notice we
I
did
mean,
not
at least
see
the Catholics have been.
Yeah, and the
Sorry, go
Catholics
ahead.
actually. No, the Catholics actually thought they were following latest science. That's why you should always do your due diligence and not just follow something because
No,
somebody says it's true.
they weren't, Rosa.
Oh yes, they did. They thought they were
No.
doing the latest thing. Remember, they actually followed Galen as their medical advisor, and they didn't make very many real advancements in medicine for a long time because the Greeks did everything so perfectly well. But for whatever reason, they've just some reason a whole idea of Greek of Euclidean geometry.
That's not true at
In
all.
the
That's not true at all. What happened was when they were pushing the Moors, the Muslim Moors, the Saracens out of Spain, and the various European soldiers were pushing down and eventually, removed the moves from the Moors from Spain. They went into several places, one of them being Toledo. And in Toledo, of course, it's a very famous city because it has libraries on every freaking corner, right?
Mhm.
And the Saracens, of course, Muslims. So I just use Muslim. The Muslims, of course, were living there for quite a long time, and they had filled the libraries with their stuff. And all of these, these crusaders were returning with various books that they had found in these libraries. Because the thing about the Europeans, they're not as apt to immediately burn books. Governments can, but the people, the
Yeah.
soldiers themselves, tend not to. Whereas other cultures burn books immediately, like Muslims. Anytime they find a book that's not of Muslim origin, they burn it, right? Some of them are extreme. They burn anything that's not the Quran. But anyway, they found all these books and they brought them back into Europe, into Britain and France and Germany and stuff like that. And of course, these were the Saracens were a little bit different than the modern day Muslim, in that they respected ancient knowledge. And they had all the Greek philosophers and all this stuff that Europe that had been expelled and the Catholic Church had burned and destroyed, and the people of Europe were not allowed to read that. It was verboten, right? So when it started coming back in, and people were like, "Hey, what's this? What is this science? What's that?" Now, clearly, there must have been some people who had certain knowledges, but the general population, and especially these nobles, didn't. And it became a fad, a fashion. And there was lots of conversations and people going on about these great ancient Middle Eastern and Greek and Egyptian philosophers. It was the first revival of that, the classical
Yes, that's
revival. And
classical revival.
therefore, the Catholic Church's pushback, because they were dealing with nobles, was to put out various things to debunk these theories. And one of those debunking things was the flat Earth.
Absolutely. That's what I'm trying to tell you. When
I
you
mean,
have somebody that's
there was no science behind it. It was simply
no, absolutely.
propaganda campaign to shut up
No,
these
because you're
ancient knowledges.
You just proved what I said is true.
No,
When
I
people
don't.
replace what they know is true by what is considered to be accepted because authority figures give it to you,
Yeah, but
then
there
they
was no
will
science. It was complete bullshit, Rosa.
they all the science, and that's the problem.
Mm.
And I would suggest you also have to see how that compares with today.
Oh, it's the same shit. It's nothing new.
Yes, absolutely.
I'm going to ask Amy in a minute here, but the conversations continue. I do love the conversations I see about the Tower of Babel. That one pops up in various different groups all the time. The Tower of Babel seems to be
Yes,
something that people
shows
cling to, which is interesting. But if you go back and read the original, the oldest version that we have of the Tower of Babel, do you know what it's actually about?
if I'm not mistaken, it's actually about blood. If I'm not mistaken.
It has nothing at all to do with the tower. There's a tower being built, and they're looking at the humans who are building the tower. But actually, it's a conversation between two gods. The gods being Enlil and Enki, right? And they're having an argument because Enlil, who is Jehovah, by the way, just so you know, he never liked the idea of creating humans to serve them. He's a very religious person. He believes in the creator of all, and he thought that only God has the right to create, right? And he was very against it. But he got outvoted by the Elohim, right? And the and so he had to go with it. But at every turn, he was trying to find an excuse to show why we need to get rid of these damn humans, right? And they came to this plane, and they're up in their little flying heaven ship, and they're looking down at these humans building this big thing. And he said, "Look, I told you. Look, see these damn humans." And Enki was like, yeah, I know they're noisy, but we need to control them. I get it. And he said, okay, well, how are we going to control them? And they're arguing. And Leo's idea is, well, the only way to control these humans is with the iron fist, the dictatorial, control, the tyranny, right? And Enki's like, no, that's not how you do it. You control it from the shadows, and you make them think it's their idea. Who do you think won that argument? That's what the Tower of Babel is about. It has nothing to do with the actual tower that's being built. It has to do with an allegory of two gods having a conversation about how to control humanity.
Yeah, but then you see how you see that parallel towards this from the shadows. How we're going to do this by making them think this is their idea and how we do it. Once again, you go back to the serpent in the Garden of Eden. And so, yes, this big melting pot.
Which in the original story is Enki again, by the way.
Yes. Yeah. And Enki says we're going to rule them from the shadows.
That's right.
And so they have one that's actually up front that goes, I'm going to do this thing. I'm going to tell them what we're doing. And this is the way we do it. And so you have that shadow serpent coming into the conversation from a very early position. And he shows up again.
I always saw the two. I always equate them to this. You remember in Full Metal Jacket, you had that great actor playing the drill sergeant. That hardcore drill sergeant, and he's like,
Ali Ermey.
Pyle, what are you doing, Pyle? You know that's Enlil, right? And Enki is any who was that great comedian that died? You know, he was a big fat guy, but he was hilarious. Not John Belushi, the other one.
John Candy.
Not John Candy. No, the irreverent one.
Oh,
He did Black Sheep.
Foley?
He did
yeah.
Chris Farley.
Chris Farley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yankees
Farley, yeah.
Chris Farley. Or John Belushi. That's the way I've always seen it. Anyway,
John
Amy,
Belushi.
hi.
Yeah, because he comes in like the trickster god.
Yes, that's my
and
point. Yeah, he's the coyote. He's
yeah,
Loki. Yeah.
okay.
Amy, question on the
Huh?
table is, who's your favorite Tex Avery character?
You know, I do like Bugs Bunny, but
Mm.
I like probably the rendition of him that's used more in the Chuck Jones cartoons. I mean, that's such a
Yeah, Speed-Eyed
great
Bunny.
design on him. So I don't know, does that count?
Is that an older one or a newer one?
Chuck Jones would be the newer version of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I mean, I like Bugs in all his incarnations. The Tex Avery one certainly looks different, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He's a very
more
specific, the yellow gloves, and the shapes are a lot rounder. I think like a lot of the Chuck Jones characters have kind of a nice mix of curves and like more angular shapes, and he can play a lot of those subtle expressions really, really well. There's very little subtle about
Well,
Tex
the later
Avery's.
Bugs is also a little bit more of a mature character.
Yeah, that's true. But it's
no,
hard
Bugs
to
is
deny.
awesome.
Bugs is a great character.
Yes, and I don't know why he had so much trouble with Albuquerque.
Yeah.
Poor city.
Where is it he was trying to get to? That he
Pasadena.
started in one place, Pasadena?
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Walter.
Right.
He was trying to get to Pasadena by way of Albuquerque.
That's
okay.
right. That's right. That's right. And another place he mentioned often was Toledo. Toledo, Ohio, is it? Or Idaho? No, it's Ohio, right?
No, it's Toledo,
Or Indiana? Where's Toledo?
Toledo, Ohio.
Ohio, yeah. And that one got mentioned a few times by him too. But Albuquerque was certainly his, and that's in New Mexico, right?
Yes.
Has anyone been to
Mhm.
Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Actually, yes.
No.
It's
I
been a
haven't.
while.
What?
Has Bugs Bunny?
Toledo's Daffy's place. The other place Bugs mentioned is Rancho Cucamonga.
Rancho Cucamonga. Yeah. Now Bugs is awesome, dude. That's a great choice, Amy. Great choice. Let's see here as I try to get back on target. Eric, I dare to ask.
Chili Willy. He's always been my favorite.
That chili is cool. Hey, baby.
He's just so
May I have some
cute
more
and
coffee,
funny.
please? Thank you.
Oh.
No.
Chili was actually invented by Walter Lantz.
Was he?
What? He comes up as no. I think you're right.
Chili Willy,
Oh yes.
I have no clue. But Chili Willy's still cool.
I mean, when you bring up Tex Avery characters, he's like the second one to pop up.
I know,
But
right?
yeah, I was just looking at a comic book to get some reference.
You know, he
for
might have
something.
directed a couple cartoons.
Could
I
have.
want to say he could direct a couple cartoons because there was that one
Well,
wolf that always
then-
says brains. I think that's Texas.
Well, then I must go with Droopy. Would be my favorite Tex Avery character then.
Droopy. Yeah, Droopy's likable. Let me see here. Tex Avery Engine. I think that's what it was called. Engine. I don't know how to spell engine. Anyone know how to spell engine?
INJUN.
Jun. Yeah, no, you're right. It is Jun. Yeah.
INE? Engine?
Well, it's not proper English, therefore it does not compute.
Yeah, it's not a real
trouble.
word.
Yeah, you're right. Good job, Eric. You're on top of your racism. I appreciate you. Yeah, no, I love that cartoon though, man. That Indian, that character shows up many times. It's Elmer Fudd, it's the Vulture, the stupid Vulture.
Yeah.
Yeah, we see that character all the time, but it's a funny character.
Mama told me to bring home for dinner.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. You wouldn't be able to do that today. You're disrespecting stupid people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got two Droopies. Droopy's winning today. Very nice. Let's continue on and go over to Kima. Kima, what is the correct answer?
I I really do like the old Bugs Bunny.
Yeah, Bugs is cool, man.
Nice.
I grew up on that stuff, so
Cool.
Yeah, no, Bugs is awesome, man. One of the best created characters. He's not as international as some other characters, though.
I was actually just about to say, I think it's kind of sad that like when people think about American cartoons, they actually go right towards, or internationally, when they think about cartoons, you go right to Mickey Mouse. But I think
Yeah.
a more favorite, like people aren't sitting around being like, "Did you see that Mickey Mouse short that one time?" Everybody always talks about the Bugs Bunny
Bugs Bunny.
cartoons.
Yeah, because
So like
Disney's for
within
little
like
girls, dude.
yeah, like within like America, the confines of America, most people when you talk about cartoon shorts are going to talk about the Looney Tunes, but
Yeah.
internationally everybody's going to talk about Mickey Mouse.
Yeah. Well, you know who
That is
actually is the most famous cartoon worldwide?
Garfield.
Ooh.
No. No.
Well,
Garfield is popular, to be
Oh.
honest.
Garfield Garfield is the most merchandise character on the face of the planet.
Oh, is he?
No.
But it's a Mario.
Is
I
it
Yes.
didn't know
Hello
that.
Kitty?
No, well, no, no, it's not Hello Kitty. Mario is cheating. That's a video game character. No, it's Snoopy, and not the
Oh.
Peanuts
true.
either. Just Snoopy.
Yeah, true.
And so most people have never actually seen a Peanuts cartoon at all. The character itself, Snoopy, is super popular, particularly here in Japan and Asia. They're
It
crazy
sound
about
like you
Snoopy.
said peanuts.
Well, because it is Peanuts. That's what it's.
Yeah, I know. So it just sounded like another word.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay, something's on your mind. But the funny thing is that I get a kick out of, especially here with the Japanese and Snoopy, is they don't realize that Snoopy's the bad guy.
Oh
He's
no.
not a bad guy.
Yeah,
He is not.
He's mean
And
and he's rude to everybody and disrespectful.
But he
He's
loves
not-
Charlie Brown.
He's tolerant of Charlie Brown. He's tolerant because
No, I
Charlie
take it
feeds
no,
him.
but care for Charlie. He wants his food. He is more cat-like. I'll give him that. In a lot of ways, he's more like a cat.
More
But
like a cat.
he's there for Charlie Brown. He'll go up and he gives people hugs and he does things. But he is a very internal character, and he actually most clearly represents the Charlie Brown's creator, Charles Schultz.
Well,
some
he's
ways. Charlie
the
Brown-
second worst character in the roster.
because-
Lucy, of course, is
because-
worst.
Yeah, but that's the
Wait a
line.
minute. He also dresses up like the Red Baron, which was a Nazi. And if you pay close attention, Charlie Brown's a skinhead.
He is.
No, it's.
You're right.
I thought it was Snoopy versus the Red Baron. His
Yes,
enemy was
Snoopy
the Red
versus
Baron.
the Red Baron.
In his sop with camel.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, so he's versus
No, I'm
the
going.
Red Baron.
I preferred Snoopy's a Nazi. I'm going with it.
No,
He had the right colors:
true. It is not true.
white, black, and red tongue. I saw it. But of course, now if you go on to Google AI and you type in Nazi, you get black dudes. Sweet.
That's awesome. Very
Um,
equal opportunity for everyone. Yay.
Oh, it's funny how these wokeites are actually incredibly racist. They just don't even know it. But
Would you say Hitler with a hard R?
I did. I did. You're not supposed to use the hard R. I thought that was only in reference to the urbanites.
Jeez.
No.
I mean, in the Google AI, when you want to write down Hitler, I don't think you use a hard R.
Oh, really? You're not allowed to do Hitler? Why not? Is Mel Brooks still alive?
He is.
Yeah.
Yes.
He
No,
needs
he
to
is
deal
alive.
with these people.
He is indeed still kicking. I don't know for how much longer. He's pretty old.
Well, that's
He's-
okay. He's just devouring the baby fetuses. But
That's right.
Are you allowed to say that on YouTube?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
You just did. So.
I did.
We'll see how-
Melissa, favorite Tex Avery character?
Oh, Melissa might have stepped off for a moment to go look after Dad. Let me see how
Oh,
she's
that's
doing.
okay. So I will answer for her, and she shall say Daffy Duck.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Daffy's great. He's underappreciated, and he'll tell you that
Is
himself.
Daffy actually truly like a Tex Avery creation? Like I know that he did properties with him, but
I'm
It
not
was
sure.
Daffy initially Tex? Because if that's if that is true, I have always absolutely loved Daffy as well. Like Daffy
I just
is one of my
assumed,
favorites.
but because I know he did Porky Pig and he did Bugs Bunny, I know that.
Yeah, and
But
Elmer Fudd.
and Elmer Fudd, yeah. But
Oh, he
Daffy
was created
is
by Tex Avery and Bob Clampett.
there. We
There
go.
you go. Oh, that's why I was thinking Bob
Bob
Clampett.
Clampett. Oh goodness, he's rich with oil now.
Jed.
That's Jed.
That's just the nickname for whatever name you just said.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was quick. That was quick-witted of me, Eric. Did you
that
catch
was.
that? Thank you.
Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Impressive.
So we got our first Daffy Duck. That's good. That's good. Let's go over to Alan. Alan, this is just inappropriate, Alan. It's inappropriate. Alan's having a day. He's having a day.
What if you have like a what's that? Like a
Oh my God!
cesarean scar.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
I see the cesarean scar. I see it. I see it. I see the I see the lip injection as well. That's good. Yeah, you found yourself a modern woman here. So you've updated her to the 21st century. How nice. Favorite Tex Avery character, sir?
What? Oh my god.
I'm with Andrew. I like the innovation stuff with the mother, the father, and the mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Now, did Tex do the stork delivery ones?
Those
I
are
think so.
cute.
Because those are kind of in the same vein
Yeah.
as the innovation ones, right?
Right. Yeah.
I see so much of the innovation stuff in Rick and Morty. I go, oh, this is all Tex Avery all day, all these ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's cool. It is cool. I didn't even think about those before Andrew mentioned it. It is a good point. They are fun.
I wonder, like Goofy did a lot of skits that were kind of like that too. With
Yeah,
like,
that's true.
this and that. Were they contemporaries, or was Tex Avery working for Disney and then went off? I know a lot of people in the Warner Brothers and had worked at Disney at some point and then moved over. So,
Interesting. That's
Yeah.
a good thought.
let's look that up.
Let me check here, so we can understand exactly. Let's see what his IMDb. Tex Avery has an IMDb page. That's pretty cool.
Oh wow.
I would hope so.
Yeah. Let's see. Let's see here. How can there be an upcoming? Oh, I see. It's like the Life and Times of Okay. All right. Well, there are. Yeah, that's a lot. That's 200 entries. Okay. Let's
Right.
go back to the beginning here for Tex. My goodness, we're going way back into the 30s. Yes. Now there was some stuff in the 20s as well. Of course, the 20s is pre-code, so you get all kind of crazy stuff like Betty
Oh yeah,
Boop
you
and
get
all
some
that kind
wild
of stuff.
stuff.
His first creation was the Gingerbread Boy.
Oh.
Yeah, and I know this character. He's like a long-eared Mickey. The Hillbilly, Do a Good Deed, Elmer, the Great Dane. Wow, Elmer's one of his earliest creations. That's interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
you're the hunter.
and real quick, Doug says Bob did most of all the stork cartoons, if I remember correctly.
Oh,
So Bob
okay.
Clampett.
Yeah, once again, rich with oil, and his niece, absolute hottie.
Ellie Mae?
Hell, she was pretty. I definitely had a crush. You know who else I had a crush on when I was a little kid, and it's so bizarre. Is Lily Munster.
Yeah, she was actually really pretty.
Dude, she was hot.
She was smoking.
He was smoking hot. What are you talking about? She was like Salome or
especially-
something.
Yvonne DeCarlo.
Yeah, when you see her in
Yeah,
10
yeah.
Commandments, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Oh
No,
yeah,
she's
you know-
beautiful. I didn't know any of that as a kid. I just watched the monsters. The
I
Addams
broke like
Family,
5
didn't like
commandments when I.
Did you? 5 commandments. Oh goodness gracious. Yeah, no, Lily Munster, dude. Lots of early Porky stuff. A lot of Porky stuff. Uncle Tom. I don't know if that's appropriate anymore. Let's see here. Little Red Walking Hood, of course. Daffy. No, there you go. He did Daffy.
Mhm.
There it is.
Yes, he did.
And here is Chilly Willy. 1938. So
I
You
think
sure
he
really?
worked on
I'm looking
his
at it right
development
here.
with another. Yeah, he also worked on Chili Willy.
Well,
so
maybe it's not Chili Willy. It's a penguin.
No, he Paul Smith created Chili Willy for Walter Lance, then Tex Avery redesigned it and started using them.
Oh, I see. All
Yeah,
right.
Tex definitely directed a bunch of like different cartoons. I think
Yeah.
he did a couple Tom and Jerry's. I might be wrong on that though.
it wouldn't surprise me if he did. I mean, it seems kind of up his alley.
Yeah, there's a lot of good stuff here. Tongue in cheek. The thing that's great about of course, the Looney Tunes stuff, is the fact that it's something, and it's I don't know how to do it, but I imagine it's a very difficult thing. That's something that kids can watch and love, and adults can too. This wonderful crossover ability. But did Alan answer my question?
Which question was it?
Who
Yeah, I
did-
like
Well,
the
Alan-
animation stuff.
The animation
Alan
stuff.
agreed with me on
Okay,
the-
cool. All right, cool.
The animation.
Let's see. Who do I have that's
And
not
I
displaying?
just noticed how much Droopy looks like Pauly Shore now.
Oh, right.
No, really?
Fair. Pauly Shore
Pauly
now.
Shore.
Yeah, the now Pauly Shore. You know, I saw Pauly did a little short that popped up on YouTube, and he did Richard Simmons.
Really?
It
Oh, is he-
works. It works.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, it works. Of course, Richard is just an eternal source, and a literal fountain of memes. But the thing about Richard, though, is he was a genuinely good man.
Yes.
He really cared
And
about
he was
people.
he was
Good
he was aware of himself as well.
He was.
Yeah.
And Paulie kind of played it that way, and that was kind of cool. So if you haven't seen that little Paulie short thing doing Richard Simmons, go check it out. It's done in love, and that's cool.
Oh, I like that then because I don't like them to tear people apart, especially when I know they're probably actually really sweet.
Yeah, no,
And that
Richard
was
was a
nice.
super sweet guy. I get why so many people are outraged by him. I get it, but he was actually a nice guy. So anyway, who have I not gotten to yet? Well, let's
Me.
see here. Jason and
Herman.
Rosa and
Yeah.
and I don't know what to call him anymore. I'm going to stick with
I
Jason.
know.
Jason.
That's the way he is.
It's all right. Mine I think would be Bugs Bunny. Honestly,
Mhm.
and I mean the Looney Tunes that Tex Avery himself created. I think is my favorite because I mean I grew up with Looney Tunes, so you know
Sure.
it's
Yeah, no, Bugs is
Yeah.
winning. It's a good choice. Bugs Bunny's great, man. Now you were
I've seen
trying
some
to
of Droopy too, so yeah.
No, Droopy is fun.
Yeah, go ahead.
But Bugs is just
Bugs is definitely my second choice for sure. I don't know.
Yeah, it's too easy a choice, isn't it? But Bugs is amazing. But you were trying to say something earlier, and you got cut off by Rosa and I. What were you trying to say?
Hold on, let me think. It's tip of my
Something
brain.
about Catholics.
I was basically saying at least the Catholics admitted in the wrong, you know. So
Oh, modern Catholics. Yeah, no, that's true.
modern Catholics, yeah.
Yeah, they've done about a lot of walking back on stuff, and that's cool. You're right. It is cool. And for the first time in literal century, I mean, we're talking since the Council of Nicaea almost. Nicaea. Just here back in, not too long ago, the Eastern and the Western Church finally put the hatchets down and reconvened and made good with each other. Look how long that took. So the Catholics are on a bit of soul searching. We're talking about the bureaucracy, right? But keep in mind,
All over a pot.
all over a what?
A pog.
A pog? You mean that game the kids play?
I guess so.
Yep.
Gonna have to
Yeah,
explain
it's
yourself on that.
stupid when I have to repeat it. It's extra stupid when I have to repeat it.
I don't know what it means.
I think he was just being funny.
Oh, just being funny. Okay, I had
Yeah,
trouble.
move on.
All right, moving on.
Yeah, that didn't land well, did it?
No, it didn't. But that's okay. I know how that feels. I do.
Yep.
But anyway, they finally they are doing some soul searching, and I just wanted to say that keep in mind to anyone listening in stores, I always separate the faithful from the bureaucracy. Always.
Mm, sweet.
So Bugs is winning. Rosa.
Okay, I'm sort of split. I have two minds here. First of all, I was really shy as a kid, but at the same time, I also was a performer and I would sing. So I loved Tex Avery's Red Riding Hood because we didn't get to see her too often. That was the actual truth. That when I was a kid, they sort of had started pulling back on Red Riding Hood because they thought she was a little suggestive, which she was, but that's fine.
She was,
And
yeah.
so I was so shy. But so when I was on stage, because she was this short, sort of redheaded gal, I used that as my persona and actually was able to sort of get it to go. I'd never be that cute. I don't have blue eyes, but I would, and everything like that. But I managed. And because I was able to tap into that, that's how I actually ended up. And I would use that because I was actually a torch singer with a big band unit.
Oh, wow.
And so I did that, and we'd sing "Oh Johnny" and other songs like that. And I learned so many of those songs from Tex Avery's music with Red Hot Riding Hood. So I love her, and of course, I did her last time, and we have a lot of people doing that, and I know I ain't gonna beat them. But
Great design.
Daffy Duck, I will say for him, his foil to Bugs, because Bugs is always this dominant person, but Daffy's progression throughout his arc, especially with Duck Dodgers, which is one of the most underrated. Duck Dodgers, one of the most underrated cartoons ever. If you get a chance, Marvin Martian, all those guys are all in there. And Daffy in Duck Dodgers, I think actually is peak Daffy. He's his own guy. He's very chaotic. And Bugs is chaotic too, but Daffy's the dark side of the chaos, a lot more likely to delve into anger and just flat out shooting someone.
Well,
and so he's probably one of my favorite ones, I think.
If I may add as well, I also find it fascinating that Daffy actually didn't start as Bugs's foil. It was always Daffy and Porky. It was Daffy and Porky had cartoons first.
Yeah, Daffy. Actually, Porky as the hunter, I think is one of his.
And there's one cartoon that I remember vividly, and have never been able to find since because I want to see it so badly, but I for the life of me I cannot find it. I don't even know what it's called. I've looked through all the Daffy Duck archives and just have never found it. But Daffy and Porky were roommates. And Daffy comes stumbling in drunk, like when you could still show like one of the characters absolutely drunk on television one time, and this one line sticks in my head where he's trying to get into the house and he's just like, he looks at the camera and just says, "You got to be quiet. There's people sleeping on this floor." And then he just starts like jamming the key into the door and jackhammering it and like and I haven't been able to find the cartoon since. I have no idea. I thought it was the funniest thing in the world, but I haven't been able. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it's called. It's really frustrating.
Yeah. No, Daffy and Bugs are roommates often.
Porky, Daffy and Porky.
Well, no,
but
Bugs Daffy as well.
Oh
the
yeah.
Other that Daffy did, which was Sherwood Forest, I think.
Rabbit and Daffy.
That was Rabbit in Sherwood Forest, and doesn't Daffy show up in that one also?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, he does, and that yoinks away. It's like yoinks. One of my favorite things ever all time.
Well, you did just mention, Andrew, my actual favorite Looney Tune character. It's not Tex Avery, I guess, but my favorite character, of course, would be Marvin, the Martian.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
I'm just about to solve Earth's fuel problem. I'm going to blow it up.
XJ29.
Brace yourself for immediate disintegration.
Disintegrator.
Disintegrator. Yeah.
Yeah,
I love Marvin.
Isn't that exciting?
Those are awesome too. Like all the Acme space shit that backfires on Daffy.
Right. Duck Dodger stuff is great.
The disintegrating gun.
Yeah, oh, dude, the disintegrating gun is one of the best gags in cartoon history. It really is.
It is hilarious. Yeah.
It
Marvel.
disintegrated.
Yeah.
Oh,
What do you
rats!
know?
These computers—they're so naughty and so complex. I could pinch them.
Jeez. Do you realize how much joy this guy gives? It's a half century
I
later.
don't know who made
know.
Marvin, but you know.
And we're still laughing at these guys. And that's what's so incredible. We're still
Yeah.
laughing at we're
Yeah,
still
they-
thinking it's
Still
great.
great.
And that is
anyone know who created Marvin?
Chuck.
Chuck Jones, I think.
It
But I
wouldn't
don't I'm not sure.
surprise me.
I think,
But
yeah,
yeah,
I think it is Chuck.
About right.
It's his animation style.
Or just
Chuck
find the very
Jones,
first
yes.
short.
Yeah.
Just find the very first short of Marvin Martian, and I guess it will.
Oh really? What was it?
Yeah. I don't know.
You don't ever tell me.
Oh, Marvin's
I
great though.
believe it.
I always got a kick out of
I don't know
Marvin.
what it is.
Matter of fact, the very
Yeah.
first present my wife ever bought me, way
Chuck
back in
Jones.
Taipei, way so many years ago, was a Marvin the Martian coin.
Really?
Yeah, I still carry it in my bag today. Don't tell her,
Aw.
even though she's sitting right next to me.
That's so sweet. I love
Yeah, Chuck
it.
Jones. It was Chuck Jones.
Chuck
Yep,
Jones.
created by Chuck
Yeah.
Jones.
You
Yep.
remember that
Yeah.
Marvin coin you bought me? Yeah. She said, "Yeah, I already know God. Sorry, I said anything."
75 years ago. Marvin's 75 years old.
Wow.
Oh my God.
Really? Wow,
Yeah,
dude.
1948.
Timeless character. I
Oh,
mean,
Marvin.
those
At the very
cartoons all are.
But no, Daffy and his Duck Dodgers and the Scarlet Pimpernel characters were really good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Well, thank you very much, Rosa. Jeff, you are. No, I got an Elrod too. I'll go to Elrod last. Jeff, favorite Tex Avery character, sir?
Um. Probably Marvin the Martian, but no, actually,
yeah.
it wouldn't be his.
It's not. That's Chuck Jones.
Let's
If we
see.
ever do a Chuck Jones episode, this is
I would have
it.
to go with Droopy.
Wow, it's tied now. It's tied. We got 3 Bugs Bunnies and 3 Droopies. Elrod, you are the tiebreaker. Who is the best Tex
Elrod's
Avery
not here
character of all
anymore.
time? He is right there. I see him drawing.
TJ
TJ
he is
Laser.
drawing. Oh, there he is.
DJ Laser. Wow.
DJ Laser. That's from RoboCop.
Oh wait, that's from RoboCop.
No,
Jeez.
Probably Droopy, because he's a lot like TJ Laser in so many ways.
So much.
His wit.
Droopy wins. There it is. Droopy's the winner. Interesting. Of course, I could maybe break the tie. Let me ask, baby, who's your favorite Looney Tune character? Mimi.
Marvin.
That would be a Roadrunner reference. Don't think
Road
that
Runner.
was Tex Avery.
Ah.
No, that's Chuck.
Yeah, Mimi. She said. All right. You didn't help at all.
We appreciate you, though.
Yeah.
Yes, we appreciate it.
The girls say they appreciate you. How nice.
We love you. You're so awesome.
They think you're amazing because you have to put up with me.
Oh, we don't just think it, we know it.
That's
we know
true.
it.
That's true. It's kind of like Groot. He only needs one word too. Yeah. She likes Groot as well. That's right. We got a Groot statue over here on the mantle.
That is cute.
Yeah.
Oh. Is that little singing Groot that goes in a little pot?
Mm-mm. I have businesses
They
to
made
do
a
and
billion of
work,
those
so
things.
I never go anywhere. But she and the kids would take vacations themselves all over the place, and they went to Tokyo Disneyland several times. And whilst over, I think it looks like a Splash Mountain or something like that. They got the photo of them, and it's in a
Ooh.
Groot frame.
Oh, that is so cute.
Oh.
Right.
Fun.
So yeah,
I
it is
don't
nice.
think of Groot as Splash Mountain, but that's neat.
I don't know. They probably just bought that separate, I'd assume.
Oh, that makes a kind of sense, yeah.
Yeah. Well, they've been a lot of places without me.
Oh.
That's what second dad is for.
That's true. That is true.
Oh man, that's harsh.
Second dad's job. Yeah. I don't know
Family
how this
number
has any.
2.
I don't know how this has any relation to Tex Avery what Elrod is doing, but all right then.
Oh, it's a deep cut.
It's Avery Brooks.
It's Tex Avery Brooks. He's going to be wearing a cowboy hat.
Nice.
Who is Avery Brooks?
It's Tex, a man called Hawk Avery Brooks. Cisco.
Oh, I like Cisco. Was that his name? I didn't know that was his name.
Yes, your favorite rapper. I know.
No, Deep Space Nine is probably the best storytelling of any of the Star Wars, dude.
You think so?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's Star Trek, but yeah.
The lack of Luke Skywalker really helped
Did
it.
I say Star Wars?
Yes, you did.
I did. Well, slap me twice.
Well, you've been
but you
kicked
know what
off
I
the
mean.
internet.
But no, Deep Space Nine was good. That was really solid. My favorite is
I agree.
Enterprise, but Deep Space Nine was excellent.
Really? Oh, cool.
Not a lot of people like Enterprise, though.
I know,
the
but
show. Yeah.
that's okay. People can be wrong, Jason.
It's because it had a weird theme song.
I mean,
That's true.
no, the ending is what sucked. If you want to say it sucked, it was the ending. Nobody liked the ending.
Well, that's fair, but that's because they were kind of forced off. But in those earlier seasons, but because one of the things that was happening, after the success of the original series, right, was there
Right.
was so many attempts to try to bring that magic back, right, and then
Yeah.
finally they were like, all right, screw this, we're just going to do something different, and that's where Next Generation came. But there's been so many attempts to do that Kirk character correctly, and it was Enterprise that got the closest because he does have the Kirk feel, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I agree. There are actually quite a bit of things that I like about Enterprise. Like, I'm glad they didn't basically didn't pull a J.J. Abrams.
No. Yeah.
And what they did with the ship and everything, it looks like it's old. It looks like that's what they use.
Right.
What I had to use, and I like that. I like the fact they try to pay as much as respect to the original Star Trek as possible. They try to make a
1 minute.
a good prequel at least.
I think they succeeded. There were many aspects of it I really liked. I love the camaraderie. I love the fact that they downed the tech instead of upped it. Right. That you just
You like
said.
Trip?
Yeah, and the Doctor was great. He's my second favorite Doctor.
Oh yeah, I
Did they
actually like the
still-
Doctor.
Did they still put black construction paper all over the plexiglass?
No, they were
And
that was
Porco.
later, a little bit more advanced. They were able to deal with it better, yeah. But he's right though. They did a good job of downing the tech because it's a prequel, right?
Yeah.
They did a great job with that. But I just loved it. Of course, the best Doctor.
It's funny that
is
you say
Bones.
You watch Red Letter Media, right, Chester?
I do. I love that show. My wife hates it though because Rich Evans' laugh absolutely drives her nuts.
They just did an episode of the Star Trek mishaps, and some of the like you're seeing down tech, and they're pointing out on the ship all the outlets, like the modern day outlets that we have all over the ship.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I mean, they didn't think it would. They didn't
Thanks
know
to high
Blu-ray
def,
would
you
become
can
a
see it
thing,
all.
right? That's fair.
It was oh man, that
Well,
was
that's
really
behind the
funny.
scenes.
Yeah.
It's like because you can actually see in the background because of high def, like all the actual outlets that they
Yeah,
make.
yeah. The black
And crewmen in
paper
the
yeah.
Like
and a
yeah,
boom
like
mic.
the light up boards are now
Yeah.
they're just plugged into a wall.
Well, Mike is a big fan of the kind of Family Guy joke where it just goes on way too long, right? And he did that bit with the one you're talking about, Amron, with or is that Alan or whoever said with the boom mics. It was funny.
Yeah.
Boom mic shadows everywhere.
Yeah, by the way, who
Actually,
my
boom
favorite
mics.
Doctor is?
Who?
The Doctor from Voyager, Robert Picardo's
Oh,
Doctor.
the holographic Doctor. Yeah, no, he's my number 3. Yeah, he's great.
Yeah.
Yeah, Picardo in general.
The show is kind of bad, but you can't help but like Robert Picardo's Doctor.
There's some good moments. It's not as bad as people make it out to be.
It was just leftover TNG scripts. That's
Yeah,
all.
that's fair.
Yeah.
And to be Janeway wasn't that bad a captain either.
No,
she's
but
great.
the endings are worse though.
She's just
Well,
always after the tea.
at least they wrapped it up, though. Right?
Yeah, but I think it was too
Yeah.
quick though. It was just way too quickly.
Yeah, I don't. They probably didn't have a choice, to be honest with you. But
Probably.
yeah, no. I mean,
Babylon 5 ruined it.
Babylon 5, dude, juggernaut, dude, freaking Babylon
It
5.
ruined Star Trek because Star Trek had to compete. So they're like, suddenly we're going to do storylines, and they just weren't good at it.
Well, that's what Babylon 5 did, right? I mean, it put serialization back into storytelling instead of episodic for a formula, right? And
Yeah.
Babylon 5 was great,
And it's
dude. I don't know.
being copied to this day.
Well, the fifth, it is, yeah. The fifth season wasn't necessarily my favorite, but the first 4 seasons were epic.
Yeah. Well, because they ended on the 4th season because they thought it was over, right?
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
like,
did they? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they got one there.
So it has an ending. So by the 5th season, you kind of know what's going to happen already. So it's sort of like,
Yeah.
I didn't think about that. I just figured they were just wrapping up the storyline. Huh. But yeah, no, that makes sense now. But the first 4 years was so great.
You can't have Babylon 5 without Ivanova. And she wasn't in season 5, so it was like,
No, but I
I'll be
heard
right
there
back.
was some kind of contract dispute or something on that. Which is unfortunate. But it's kind of like watching Red Letter Media. Wait, I wish they'd do Babylon 5. They haven't done that. But of course they love Star Trek, those two guys, Dave and Mike. Or excuse me, Rich and Mike. The Tasha Yar epic. Boy, talk about just sheer hate for that character, man. Goodness gracious.
Yeah. Poor thing.
The one that fell into that tar pit?
Yeah, but I mean, I guess she was demanding more money, or she was kind of being troublesome, I guess. And
She pulled a.
She was supposed to be.
She pulled a
having
Diane from Cheers.
Yeah, she thought she had a movie out there, and went out, and it didn't pan out the way it was supposed to, and so she would come back and do the guest sets. But that's the reason that went south the way it did, was because of that fact that she was having a movie offered to her.
Yeah, that was Pet Cemetery.
Ooh.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she ended up doing Pet Cemetery a couple years later. But...
Oh well. But it was funny because they laid out all the stuff with that. It was pretty hilarious. Although everyone's favorite porn actress is on Star Trek Next Generation.
Who is it? Commander Riker?
Yeah. No, she's not a porn actress. She might as well have been. I can't remember her name. The lady who played the Betazoid.
Deanna Troy.
Deanna Troy.
What?
Yeah, she did a lot of skin flicks. A lot.
Yep. The scam artist of the Enterprise.
Yeah.
That convinced everyone she's psychic or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, I think the first time I recognized her was, I think, on a Death Wish.
She is in Death Wish 3, right?
Yeah, she like dies, gets impaled or something like that. Pretty sure. But she's in a lot of very risque stuff. When I first saw her on the show, I was like, ooh, that's a take.
Well, I think, and here's the difference between now and when that movie first came out. That was just right at the cusp of the internet age. And there were only certain people that really they would see flicks, but they really wouldn't know that much about them, or you had to go somewhere to watch.
Yeah, it's called a video
So
store.
you had to go to the video store, you had to get it, you had to take it home. So the vast majority of people probably didn't really know who she was or what her name might be. Or they'd say, gee, she looks familiar. Maybe they might have seen one, but it wasn't something you would watch over and over again, or to the amount that people do now.
They
didn't have Chester's vast library of nudie films.
Fair.
Yeah,
that's true. Well, I mean, but then again, I mean, maybe that's true. But I mean, you did have me, and I was a perfect age for TNG. I was a perfect age.
That's right.
And I recognized it instantly because I do love me some Charles Bronson.
I don't know. Oh, you're talking Death Wish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was thinking, I don't know if he was ever in porn, and if he was, I wasn't going to watch it.
Not him.
That's bad.
It's not.
That's like,
Ew.
No,
Oh,
she
gross.
she was one of those actresses in the 80s and the late 70s that would that they could call on to get naked on screen. She was one of those ladies.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. Like Linnea Quigley is another one, and she's in like so many horror movies because she'd happily take her top off in the shower, right?
Mm.
These kind of women that they knew that they could okay, well they get that one, she'll do it, right? She was
Well, didn't she start as like a body double for famous actresses?
I don't
Wasn't
know.
she one of those?
She might well have been because, like I said, she had no trouble doing skin stuff. But I instantly recognized her from Death Wish. But I watched Death Wish, all of them, way younger than I probably should have been watching Death Wish.
I dare say.
Oh well, yeah, but you're never too young to watch that.
Well, no, that's really not true. I would not let my children near it. Yeah.
That's the Death Wish where it's like where he fights like the Mad Max gang, right? From like a
Yeah.
Judge Dredd comic.
Right. Yeah. But I mean, Charles Bronson is one of the most awesome dudes of all time. So,
That is true.
Do the youngins even know who he is anymore?
Probably not.
That's a shame.
They know, yeah, they need to know him because he actually did escape. What was his story? He was Polish. Didn't he was in The Great Escape?
He was.
He was. I remember. I just recently rewatched House of Wax. Vincent Price, and he was his assistant.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he the funny thing about Charles is he's from like Pennsylvania or something like that, his coal mining family.
Yep.
And he might be of Polish descent. That's fair enough. But he actually got his start in Hollywood as a background painter, a matte painter. That's what his main thing
Oh,
is.
nice.
And I didn't know that for a long time until I watched a documentary on him. And the thing is, in his later life, because he didn't do a lot of interviews when he was younger, but later he did. And of course, everyone wants to talk about his characters, and of course they do. But he was always more interested in talking about his art. So I went and checked out Charles Bronson art. That dude was fantastic artist.
Really?
Oh my
This
goodness.
is a 44 Magnum. I got it 357.
Oh, the Wiley 44. Yeah. Yeah, go check out Charles Bronson art. That guy was really good, because that's how he started in Hollywood. That's how he got the job, because he was a matte painter.
That's pretty fantastic.
One other background artist who got into a major acting role in Hollywood.
Charlton Heston.
Really? Well, that I don't know about.
Harrison Ford.
Charlton Heston was an artist. Yeah.
He was a carpenter.
He was, but he was a set builder. Yeah.
Oh, neat.
Harrison Ford always looks like he's about to fix a joist.
The man who did Meet for the Roadrunner.
Really?
There was a background painter, and he would do these big backgrounds for the sets, and he'd hold them, and he'd be carrying them as they were drying through the studios. And whenever he was coming by, he'd go, meet, to let people know he was coming to get out of his way. They thought that was funny, and they're kind of like, we have to get
That's so great.
Chuck Jones is just like, yes, I see it. Who was that man?
That is so fantastic.
That's funny. Yeah. But it is surprising with Charles, though, because you would never imagine it, because he plays the silent, tough guy heroes. But yeah, go check it out. Matter of fact, I should probably show some. It's shocking how good he was. It's truly shocking.
He's one who lied about his age to go to the war because he'd rather be killed in the war than die in a coal mine.
Yeah, that's true. Well, he grew up hard, though. He's one of those.
Man.
Well, the thing is, I know he did it under his real name, not the Bronson one. Maybe it'll come up, though. I can't remember Brutowski, I can't remember his real name offhand.
That's cool.
Oh, here we go. Here's a few did pop up. Let's see here. Here we go. This is his style. But I mean, take a look at it. That's a painting, not a photograph.
Are you?
No, that's Brian Shear. Well, hold on. What are you doing, Brian?
Oh, yeah, that's Brian Shear.
That makes sense, though.
No,
He's
it
a good.
sounds
He is a good
surprising.
artist. But let me find because they're
Brian Deere and Death Wish 8
now. There's a
That's
lot of
right.
coming soon.
tributes. I want to see. Yeah, I got to find it under his name. Let me go find his real name. Hold on a second. Because it's not his real. He changed his name because of the Red Scare that was going on. He had a he's from families from Lithuania, I think, not Poland.
Yep,
And
that's his accent too.
yeah,
He
so
never lost it.
here we go. Charles
Bushinsky.
Bushinsky. There it is. Yeah. Alrighty. Artwork. Here we go.
Are you streaming it or sharing it?
I am
on
streaming
the-
it. Yeah.
Huh. I guess I can go find it.
You can just click on my thing. I'm
I'm
not
just getting
really
a-
seeing him. I have seen his art before, and it's stunningly good.
All I see is the thumbnail when I click on your thing.
Yeah, it's just
just
you're
painting
streaming the
the
thumbnail.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
just thumbnail.
Oh, that's right. Okay, let me fix it. Hold on a second.
Yay!
All right, let me go fix it. All right, fine. Sure.
Appreciate it.
Oh, no problem. Here we go. There you go. I needed to do that for later anyway.
Oh,
Oh.
very nice.
These all look like portraits of him, not
Yeah,
Those
it's
are
not.
any of his
pictures
work.
of him.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Oh,
saying. I'm
okay.
not finding it.
There's also Charles Bronson, the most famous prisoner. So it's like Charles Bronson, Charles Bronson, and Charles Bronson.
Yeah, because of that
Oh, here we
movie.
go.
Now, when you
This
Google
is
Charles
actually
Bronson, that always
this
comes
is
up.
actually
Yeah.
a piece of his art right here. Here you go.
Charles Bronson did this.
Doing all his characters. This is actually
wow,
his
he's
doing
himself.
his art.
Cool.
He's really good, huh?
Oh,
He
Wow.
yes, he is.
is. Wow. No, yeah, that's seriously good.
Wow.
I wonder if that's strange having to do your own portrait that many times.
Most of the art I've seen that he's done is himself.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
You're a handy model, you have to admit.
Well, I guess that
Charles
is true.
Bronson, Charles Bronson, Charles Bronson, Charles Bronson art.
Right, exactly, right. But the thing is, with Charles Bronson, this is a truly internationally famous man. Right?
Yeah.
He's beloved in many countries.
Right.
It's not just America. So, you do what's going to sell, I guess.
Nice.
Like there's a commercial that ran over here in Japan, and it's a whiskey commercial. And he's come out, it looks like maybe he's come out of the shower or something like that, and he's got his shirt off, and he throws his shirt over his shoulder and gets a thing of whiskey. He's talking to you about how good this whiskey is or something like that. But the Japanese ladies lost their damn mind. He's pretty cut. Charles was in great shape. He was a boxer when he
Yeah.
was young.
Oh.
That explains a lot. He was in Magnificent Seven.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
original.
So many good movies. He played a bunch of Indians too.
Once Upon a Time in the West was another one too.
Yeah.
He was the main and not antagonist, but protagonist.
Protagonist.
Was it Charles Bronson Indian character? There was one he did that was so good. It looked so good. The Indian, he looked
Chateau's
like an
Land. Chateau's Land.
Is that the name?
It's
of it?
right there in that painting. He's the crouching Conan the Barbarian Indian.
Oh, right. I was thinking about the one where he had long black hair.
Oh, wow.
This one here, right here.
The one where he played hair?
No, this one here. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's a scene where he's it's like a full body scene where he's standing and talking to this the hero guy, the cowboy. He just looks so good. He's not an Indian at all, but boy does he pass.
Well, because he was leathery.
He was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still is. So, is he still alive? Nah.
No, he passed.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Although,
They took him out of the salt brine and he died.
well, the thing with him though that's interesting is You know, a lot of these people, when they die, their kids will come out, or their nieces or nephews, and say nasty, inappropriate things about their parent. But
Mm.
all his kids are absolutely adore their father.
Aw.
Yeah, because it
He's
turns
That's
out
good.
he's not actually a badass hard ass. He's just the kind of a friendly. He's an actor.
Like
Yeah.
real
Like,
badass.
He could
Which
be. I mean,
means
he was a boxer and a
you're
coal
a
miner and
man.
stuff.
Like you be a man.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly.
the way he left acting to take care of his cancer sick wife.
Yeah, no,
Right.
Jill Ireland did pass away. It's unfortunate.
And she
Yeah,
was, yeah,
he
he
left
loved her.
acting because of that.
Yeah.
Story.
And that's something a man would do.
Mm-hmm.
A real man.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I've never heard anything actually bad about him. There's
No.
been a few Hollywood types that get upset and complain, but it's mainly because they were being jackasses, and he said no.
No. Mm-hmm.
Right?
They told me no. That's evil.
How dare they even? Right? Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
right.
true.
And he was so manly, man, that he stole David McCallum's wife.
He did. No, he did. He actually joked with him, and he said that, "Yeah, I'm going to take your wife." He should have.
Yeah, he's like, I'm going to marry that lady. And he's like, that's my wife. And he's like, yeah, not for long.
It's bad though, because
You
you know
imagine
he
that
kind
when
of
he's
gets thrown
forced.
into that group of multiple marriages Hollywood guys, but it is slightly different. His first wife, they married super young. He
Mm.
met her quite young, Jill Ireland, and she did divorce her husband, and they got married, but they were married for decades.
Mm.
Right. So clearly they were the right pair to be together. And he did, after she died, he did take a third wife that, put him in the ground. But, you know, it's a
Apples.
little bit different. We see some of these Hollywood people that just constantly marry, divorce, marry, divorce. It's a little bit different. So,
So he did stay then with his second wife?
for a long time,
Mhm.
long time.
He
Yeah.
died.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's
She
good.
passed
But
away from cancer.
yeah.
Aw.
So he stayed with her. That's good.
Oh yeah. Well, I
So he
mean,
made
that's like I
something
said,
good.
it's a bit different. It's not this
Yeah.
typical, it's not the
Right.
Johnny Carson story.
Right. Nah, I'm bored with this one.
That was a deep cut on Elrod. All right.
Oh my God, Johnny Carson. How many did he have? Like 20?
5 or 6, yeah.
He was
Like a
busy.
year?
Yeah, it was really bad.
You're thinking of Elizabeth Taylor having so many
She did too, but so
marriages.
did Johnny. Johnny Carson had a lot of
Yeah, Johnny had like
a lot.
I think he may have outnumbered her. She had like 7, right?
Yeah, she was
Let me
7.
check. She had a
Technically
lot
6
though.
because one of them was twice. Because Richard Burton they were married
Yeah.
2 times.
Zsa Zsa Gabor leads the pack with 9.
Well,
What
there you
about
go.
Mickey Rooney?
I'm
Mickey
not-
Rooney had like 13, right?
I'm not surprised by that
Tiny
at
little
all.
Mickey Rooney.
Well, you obviously pulled up a list, so go ahead and read it off, Eric.
Yeah, go for it.
Well, she was the one that first popped up. Then we got Elizabeth Taylor. It looks like with I don't see a number though.
Nobody's.
Where's
think it was
Johnny?
9.
Oh, then Larry King,
Larry King.
Rita Hayworth,
Oh,
Martin Scorsese. Let me go find an actual one that's got numbers.
Right.
goodness
Real
gracious! I didn't even
Oh,
know
here
that
we go.
about
Hold on. This one
Martin
might have-
Scorsese. I didn't even know that.
That's not it either. Hold on. Gosh, you think it'd be easier to find?
I guess.
know, right? And
Oh wait,
information.
Jennifer O'Neill had 9.
Wow.
Who's she?
Oh,
She looks familiar, but I can't tell you what she was in. Oh, Mickey Rooney had 8.
There you go.
8, yeah. He's a busy,
Larry
tiny man.
King, 8.
Who? What was that? Danny King? Danny King? Yeah, that makes sense.
Larry King had 8.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Taylor had
Oh, wow.
8.
You're on the air and we're married.
Lana Turner had 8.
Jeez, these people, man. What's wrong with
Richard Pryor was 7.
What? I didn't know that. I did not know that.
Oh no, this one's sad.
Marlon Brando doesn't count.
Rue McClanahan of the Golden Girls had 6.
Wow.
Oh.
Oh, and Billy Bob
So
Thornton
that
was
was
6.
method acting.
Billy Bob.
Oh, Gary Oldman with 5.
Okay.
David Foster with 5.
Johnny is in that category. He's in that range right there.
He's got to be.
Johnny
Rita
might not
Hayworth
have
with
married
5.
all of them.
This is funny. Pamela Anderson, 6-ish.
6-ish.
I guess ish. That's what it says.
Yeah, she married.
Kenny
Like,
Rogers
I
got
think after
12-ish.
Tommy Lee, she married some guy that it only lasted a day or something. Like she married some guy in Vegas, and it only lasted like a night or something, or a day or something like that.
True.
They
It's probably
divorced
not
that day.
counting annulments. That's true. Yeah.
Frank Sinatra's on here at 4.
Oh yeah, that doesn't
Johnny
surprise me.
Carson.
honestly.
Johnny Carson.
That's
I'm
not
just going to look
surprising.
up Johnny Carson separately.
Yeah, I swear it was 5 or 6.
Let's look
This
at Johnny
might,
Carson.
I feel like there might be more that he lived with, but maybe 5 or
Maybe
6.
I'm wrong. I just remember him being quite a philanderer.
Well, they make fun of him all the time too.
2.
Fair.
I see 4.
4. All right.
Yeah.
It was all.
Of course, the best question there is Rodney Dangerfield. I'm going to say 1.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Rodney
I'm gonna say 3.
Dangerfield. Oh, that's strange.
What?
His first wife, he married in 1951, divorced in 61, then remarried her in 1963.
So it is 1.
And divorced her in 1970. Then he didn't get married again till 1993, so it's 2.
It's 2. Yeah. Yeah. I figure it was low.
Who else you got? Give me another one. Give me another one.
Who else I got?
Ernest Borgnine.
Ooh, Ernest Borgnine.
Ernest Borgnine.
King fella.
Did he marry the helicopter?
He married the helicopter. Strange. Check it out.
What, Airwolf?
I got
Melissa
to figure out how to
Carey.
spell that. Ernest Borg. Oh, there we go.
I think
Oh,
it's spelled
Borgnine,
And
just
then
like
Cyborg 9.
Just like it sounds, like 4 with 9.
Yeah.
7 of
Melissa
9.
competed.
Oh, wow. 1,
Resistance
2,
is fuel.
3, 5.
Wow.
5.
Tova
Wow.
was the last one, right? She was the one he did the infomercials with.
Yeah, Tova was the
This
last
is
one.
my girl, Tova. She's selling you some skin cream. Look at what it's done for me. I look like I'm 85 and I'm only 20. So that's skin cream ever.
I'm not sure that's what the skin cream's supposed to do.
Is that your
Think it works in reverse.
Randy just absolutely loved his wife.
That's your
There's-
Burgess Meredith impersonation.
Burgess Meredith, yeah. Or Robert Durante. Yeah.
Okay, Burgess Meredith.
I need to go back and watch
The man
Rocky
who
again.
was never young. Burgess Meredith.
Rocky was great. The first Rocky, especially.
I actually was really impressed with pretty much the whole series. There wasn't. I don't remember one being so horrible I would walk away from it.
Burgess Meredith 4 times.
The
Yeah,
third
buddy.
one I think is underrated. The third Rocky's underrated to me.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Clubber Lang.
do his marriages that he was married to during his Twilight Zone years count? Or can he just go for a dream?
They all can.
Good grief, he was born a long time ago.
Wow.
I was like, his first marriage was in 1933. I'm like, what?
and that's when he was like 45, right? He was never a young man.
He was almost 30.
Yeah, he was never a young man.
No, he never was. He was born old.
He was born old.
Curious case of Burgess Meredith.
Like
Yep. Yeah, like Patrick Stewart. He's always been like 50 years old.
At least.
Patrick Stewart, yeah. Yeah, he's always been.
Oh, Patrick Stewart. There's a good one.
Look him up.
Wives, right?
Look it up.
Dude, Patrick Stewart has been married.
Twice?
He's on
Well,
his
that's
third
true,
wife.
right?
Third
Patrick,
wife.
that self-righteous bastard. All right.
He was
A
married to his
Shakespearean
first wife
actor.
from 66 to 1990.
Wow.
Oh wow. Okay, maybe she passed.
And she
And that
didn't
was
die. They got divorced.
Oh
She
dear.
got that
That's
Star Trek money. She waited until the
that's
show went
what
off the air, and she's like, "All right, royalties are mine."
Yep.
He was an Excalibur too.
Yeah.
Yes, he was.
Yeah. Who is that
I
guy?
forgot.
I can't
Wasn't he
remember
the
his
one that
name.
knighted Arthur?
It's not Mel Brooks, but it's from the era of Mel Brooks. And he created the Golden Club.
The Golden Globe?
Men who were very well endowed club. He's famous for being like the biggest endowed in Hollywood. What was his name?
Mel Brooks?
No, not Mel, but it's the same
Uncle
type of guy.
Milty.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I can't
Milton
think of the name
Berle.
either.
Yeah,
Milton
Yeah, that's it.
Berle. There it is.
I don't know
Milton
much
Berle.
about.
Please check that one. I'm curious about that one because he's most famous for his endowment.
Really?
Yeah.
His comedy.
This is not something I've ever heard.
He created the Golden
Yeah,
Club. It still exists
supposedly it
today.
was one. He did the same thing. He married Joyce Matthews twice.
Interesting, huh? Only one wife?
But he actually there was 3, but one of them did die.
That's sad.
It
Natural
wasn't
or
divorce
mysterious?
though. That's a good
Biblical
question.
divorce.
Oh, let's see. Milton Berle.
This is a sad thing that we're enjoying.
I know it's kind of weird, but it makes me feel better about my life.
I don't understand 8 times. It's like, why didn't you just give up after 3? I mean, really?
Yeah, but because of land laws and things like that.
They're traditional. They're like, no, never out of wedlock. We always have to get married.
All
I'm
right.
old fashioned. I need to be married a 9th time.
They've only got to figure out how to make it work the first.
Well, nevertheless, we're going to be ending here in a
Alexa.
couple of minutes. So,
Oh my gosh. mine is-
Alexa, go ahead.
Find me Milton Berle's.
Finding me Milton Berle's.
Johnson.
I don't think there's actually a photo of it that I know.
I
of.
hope not.
Yeah.
No, we're not going there.
And how do we
he
know
just-
he wasn't lying?
Well, he's well known for it through Hollywood.
Oh.
That's why I was curious how many wives he had. Because why would he be
Yeah.
well known? And he also created the Golden Club. So
While it's impossible to pin down the origin of this beloved gossip, this person did find some interesting tidbits about how it became common lore. And yes, in today's culture climate, large members can be offensive, scary, and generally... Yeah, okay, this is... I can't find the actual... where it
You're just
started.
hiding it.
what are we looking for?
Milton Berle.
Oh, Milton Berle.
Milton Burrows.
Apparently it's just a rumor.
Maybe. But like I said, he did create that club, and it still exists
Yeah,
today.
it's probably to make himself feel better. He's just like,
Maybe.
hey, you guys got big members too. I got mine. Come on, join my club. Join my big
Maybe.
Venus club.
Maybe.
Oh, there is a YouTube video of him talking about it.
What?
Yeah.
It says it's Milton Berle on his rumored endowment.
And then he talks about money he gave to a.
Yeah, probably. I'm not gonna watch it. I don't want to.
Yeah.
Cause see, that's one thing. But then you got like Typo Negative, where he was in
Me.
He was in Playgirl before, so everybody knew, and then so he didn't have to make a club about it because he was just in Typo Negative, and everybody knew. So
Well, I'm Typo Negative. What are we talking about?
it's a metal band.
Oh,
Really?
of course it is.
Yeah, the lead singer of Typo Negative was in Playgirl, and so everybody got to see it, and so everybody knew, and so he didn't have to make a fake club about how big he was.
Do they
Because
still make that magazine?
I doubt it.
Doubt it.
I doubt it.
Women didn't really buy it.
I don't know. When I was a kid, I saw it
My
behind the
mom
counter.
had some. She had the Burt Reynolds one.
Oh, well, yeah. My mother would have had an absolute heart attack if something like that were ever found in the house.
Yeah, but you'd have a lot of questions for your dad too.
Yeah, it's true. No, I was brought up in a very religious household. I remember we went to the theater and they were watching this movie called Kiss My Grits. Had the lady from Mel's Diner in it, or Alice. And most of that many parts of that movie, my mother was covering my eyes. I remember that. And complaining like, "Why are we watching this movie?" That's right.
Grits are harder to make than they should be, and have them come out nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I had no trouble with that. You should protect your
Oh,
kids and control what they see. Anyway, it's time, Jeff.
No, I mean the food.
Yeah, dude. I'm not done.
That's a rendition. Good job, Jeff. Good job,
It's
Jeff.
beautiful.
Good job, Jeff. All right, so we're going to take a look at all the art here, guys. Thank you all for coming in, of course. And hopefully we have a lot of draw along. Can't wait to see that stuff. Of course, Dex Avery is a wonderful source. So let's go see what we got here that's been given to us. I see some updates, I think. Let's start over here with Armoron, and this is definitely an updated version of Little Hot Red Riding Hood, whatever her name was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, just my original character.
There was no name. The name was only Red.
It was just Red. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he's the other one.
Simply red.
Oh, see, that one I saw you working on for the majority here. Yeah.
Yeah. Using a bit of shading assist. Cheating a bit.
Nice. Oh, looks good.
But yeah, I added my own.
This one's more authentic. The other one is more modernized.
Yeah.
You are ambitious today.
Oh my
Yeah, well, I
God.
finished that really quickly, so I said I'll just do another one real quick.
Wow. I didn't even get one finished. Feel like
Yeah,
It is.
I haven't been
interesting.
doing all that much this year, so kind
Well,
of rusty.
You know what is interesting, Armoron, because when we look at Tex Avery characters, they're anthropomorphic, but yet there's an actual human here.
That's true.
You saying they're furries?
I suppose I am.
He was a furry.
I guess we'll have to go to our resident expert.
No, David, you
Andrew?
Andrew?
leave Andrew alone.
Anyway, this is awesome. Jeff, you got an opinion here?
Yeah, I don't think that Andrew was entirely a furry expert.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you.
They've come to
So
your
he
defense.
might be furry.
That's amazing.
Yes. Are you a
I'll
furry
take it.
person? Are you hairy?
Me, am I hairy?
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm
Are you
Scottish, Polish, everything.
So you're a swarthy Greek then. All right.
I am quite hairy. Yes.
No, very good. I'm not. I am perfectly balanced in my hair distribution.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hairy too, so for a redhead.
Oh, I see. Well, my son is a freak of nature because waist up, no hair at all. Waist down, he's like a frickin' simian.
He's a satyr. He's a satyr. He's one of those little pan dudes.
Yeah, he is satyr, yeah. All right, cool. Well, you guys like what Armoron's done, please vote for him the straw poll. Very, very nice. Let's move over here to Andrew, and he's done a very iconic character here. Go ahead and tell us about it, Eric. Excuse me, Andrew.
Yeah, Eric, tell me about yeah. No, I drew Wolf. I drew Mick Wolf.
His name is Mech Wolf, is it?
I think so, right? Let me look up the character real quick because I did look it up and
there's a lot of
it
angles
slipped my
here.
mind. A lot of angles?
Yeah, his lapel, his collar, his shoulders.
Yeah, he's very angular.
Let's see. Yeah, full name
He's wearing
Slick
a zoot
Joseph
suit.
McWolf.
Say it again, Andrew.
What?
His full name is Slick Joseph McWolf.
Slick Joseph McWolf. Wow. Interesting. Now this character
name.
I remember showing up.
That'll be
in
the name of my
Mask.
firstborn.
Yeah, there you go. This showed up in The Mask, one of the in that Jim Carrey movie. Yeah,
Yes, yeah, that's true.
iconic
Yeah.
character. You know, it's
Yeah, no, I love Wolf. Yeah, like even like when he shows up in the Droopy cartoons, it's hilarious. When he shows up, of course, sexually harassing Red, like that's hilarious. But
see, it was back in the time that sexual harassment could be funny.
that's right.
Yeah.
You could laugh at
Well, 'cause
stuff like
she
that.
totally
Isn't
told him
that
off.
hilarious?
Well, a
He was
lot of
very-
the stuff
Yeah,
that's
right?
banned these days are things that are making fun of it. Right?
Yeah,
like the
exactly.
alcoholism and stuff like that. It's making fun of drunkards. It's not celebrating them. But nuance is lost on the modern youth.
Yeah, it's well, and that's just it. Is Red didn't take any of the harassment, right? That's why he was the villain. He's labeled as the villain and
He
the
is.
antagonist of the short. So
Yeah, he's disgusting.
but that's what makes it funny is he's a wolf. He's portrayed as a wolf, and he's I'm getting too into it at the moment. It's we just gotta enjoy it for what it is, I guess.
I got a kiss. Ah,
Really?
my wife is going to help my mother-in-law make mochi. I think.
Oh, that's nice.
Mochi.
Oh, thank you.
It's a holiday. They make mochi and they spread it
just
amongst the village.
I like mochi.
I hate mochi.
I like
Why?
frozen mochi ice cream.
brother.
I can't stand it. Yeah, but that's okay. She can go spend her time making mochis for others. This might actually be a manju day, to be honest with you. I'm not sure, but they do it the old-fashioned way, so they're going to be, clubbing away with giant bowls and clubs and stuff like that. So I'm sure they'll have fun.
No, they'll have a good time.
Yeah. But it's how many times a year did they make mochi? It's crazy. But anyway, what was that? Oh yes, he was a masher.
Yeah, that's what they called him.
A masher. What does that mean?
It
Anybody?
means they would mash.
Yeah, but
I know
what are
exactly.
they mashing?
They would push you up against something and mash you, but they would mash you against the wall. If you were riding on a subway or something like that, some guy would reach over and they would just squish you against something and press against you. And that was how it came to be known as a masher.
I would
Mash those
absolutely
pants.
knock someone flat, dude.
Oh yeah, it's pretty scary actually when it happens, especially if you can't get out.
Yeah.
And then you
Yeah, no, that
learn
would
how to
suck, man.
Oh, it does. It does, and I know it does.
Does this mean I'm a feminist, Andrew?
Now you are.
Yes. I think it means you're realistic.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Realistic would be the word I would use.
Yeah.
Decent
Yeah,
person.
don't treat people badly. How about that?
Yeah.
That's perfect.
That's pretty
Or me.
awful. I mean, goodness gracious, why would you do that to another person? But then again, that's why marriage is useful. It does civilize the male.
I don't
Amen.
think you
Amen,
Just try
brother.
to get it right the first or second or third time.
Well, yeah, you would think.
want to learn how not to.
Jeff, comments on Joseph the villain wolf? Nope. Alrighty.
What?
There it is. Jeff speaks volumes. But if you guys like what Andrew's done, please vote for him in the straw poll. This is pretty cool. It's right on. I instantly recognize who it is. That's very cool. Important, right? Let's go over here and take a look at what Amy has done. Now
Yes,
she's got a stupid penguin
He's cute.
with Lucille Ball. So go ahead.
There you go. I just thought they'd be a great comedy. Somebody should get to making that.
Yay.
Well, back in that era, of course, Dick Van Dyke would be the most popular with Mary Poppins, but there were many attempts to take live action and cartoon together, animation together.
Oh
right?
yeah.
And I always thought they missed out big time by not having Lucy involved in one of those films.
Oh yeah.
She makes sense.
She was too busy with Star Trek to do that.
Lucille Ball wasn't involved with Star Trek.
Oh yes, she was.
She was.
Absolutely. Look up Dessa
Yeah, she was.
She saved Star Trek.
I have not don't
The
remember her
reason
at
that
all.
Yes, the
Yeah,
reason
Desi Lou
Star Trek was
Studio.
able to be made with Desi Lou.
Oh, meaning in a production role.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh,
she
okay,
under.
that's fine. I didn't know about
Yeah,
that.
it was done in her studio.
Oh, the Desi Lou
wow.
Studios. I see. That's not what I meant. I meant that she's a genuinely funny
Oh yeah,
person.
yeah.
I mean,
No,
Lucy actually is funny. I mean,
Yes.
you
Yeah.
know,
She's awesome.
if you were going to pick a cartoon character to be in a Lucille Ball short, who would you
Would
pick?
you put?
who would I put?
Mhm.
Back in
Yeah.
those days, put her with Bugs Bunny
Mhm.
or Daffy, maybe something like that. I guess you could you could have put her in something like because I think she's probably dead by the time, but Roger Rabbit
Yeah.
type of thing would have been great.
Mhm.
Because there's not a lot of ladies who were truly funny, right?
She
Mm.
was. Oh, she
She
was so good.
was Carol Burnett, Roseanne Barr. I mean, there's a small short list
Oh
of
yeah,
actually
Roseanne is
funny.
wicked funny.
Oh yeah, a
Mary
short
Jo
list.
Pell.
Mary Jo Pell is great.
Who?
Mary Jo Pell. She was the villain in like the last 3 or 4 seasons of Mystery Science Theater 3000.
Oh yes. Okay.
Mary
Jo
Jo Bell.
Mother Forrester.
Pehl.
Pell.
Yeah.
She
I've never
plays
heard of her.
Mother Forrester.
Pearl. She plays Pearl Forrester. Yep.
Pearl. Yeah.
Yep. She's
To me, she's one of the
Um,
funniest women ever.
Someone is this is very confusing because there's many people with this name.
Really?
Okay,
Pearl
I don't
Forrester is
recognize
funny.
her at all. She looks like a bull dyke.
Jeez.
Well, I guess the outfit she was always wearing.
It's
Looks
Hollywood.
like a
Everybody gay
kindergarten
sometime.
teacher.
Well, bull dykes can be funny, I suppose. I don't know her at
Yeah,
all though,
Katie
but she
Lane.
was funny, huh?
Pearl Forrester. Yep.
Yeah. I mean,
She's a
yeah,
comedian.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
And MST3K is really funny. So if you can look up any of the sketches, like her with like Bobo
Oh
or
yeah.
Green Guy,
When loving lovers love.
when loving lovers love, that's pretty good.
I never
yeah,
watched
and-
that show. I should check it out. And
Yeah.
now, Sheldon, I'm wrong all the time, but I really didn't know that Desi
Say
Lou
that again?
I didn't know that Desi Lou Productions was involved in Star Trek. I had no idea.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
feel special now. It's something you did.
That's why when Star Trek went back in time, they went to Mayberry.
Huh?
Maybe. Oh.
Yeah.
Andy Griffin?
When Star Trek would go to a city, it'd be Mayberry because they filmed on the same backlot.
Oh, did they? Oh.
And yeah.
Or dies in front of Floyd's barbershop, right?
What?
Yeah,
Really?
you can actually see the window in the background when she gets hit by the truck.
Oh, that's
Oh,
interesting. I know
no.
that the Gomer Pyle base showed up in a lot of films and TV because it was right there.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alpha
And
Proto says
sometimes
that
in
was
Gomer
rude.
Pyle,
Chester.
you can see
What was rude?
the watchtower from Stalag 13 in the background.
Oh, really? Oh, it was a great
Oh,
show.
yeah.
That was on the same lot.
Surprise, surprise.
Yeah, Gomer Pyle. I met him, Jim Neighbors.
Did you really?
Yeah, I know.
Wow.
I was working as the service repairman at Electrolux. So when you bring your vacuum in, I repair it, and we'd also do installations in houses, like you could just plug it into the wall.
Oh yeah.
Those type of installations for vacuums, and we were doing installations, and it was Jim Neighbors' house in down in Waikiki or Hawaii Kai.
That's
Oh, what a young man.
Yeah, it was super cool. He's really, really nice guy. He gave me a signed picture from my mama. I sent it out
that
to
is
her.
so awesome.
And I did not tell her how incredibly off the charts flaming gay he was.
Golly, young man, you just fixed my sucker.
That scene from The Birdcage, which is an amazing movie, by the way. And
Yeah.
it has there's several scenes, and it has that their butler, their
Hank Azaria.
yeah.
Yeah.
He had one of those.
What?
Yeah.
Wow.
You do you though, Jim. My mother absolutely adored his singing.
Oh, Pooh Boy.
She had every album of his. Yeah.
Aw.
No,
Yeah. He was super nice dude though. He was really cool. But anyway, what am I doing? Yeah, so if you guys like what Amy's done, please vote for her in the straw poll. This is a great red here, and we have looks like they're on the red carpet together, going to a premiere. Looks really,
It's
really
like a little
nice.
tuxedo, right?
Yeah, no, yeah, absolutely. It looks great. It's just this red with the hair up for the red carpet. It just really reminded me of a young Lucille Ball.
Oh
yeah, I
yeah.
can see that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's a classic.
Yeah. You know, the
And
thing
kind of
is, because she's a comedian and comedians aren't beautiful, right? So you don't have that doesn't come in your head. But if you look in her early movie career, she was
Oh yeah,
gorgeous.
she was a
Real
Ziegfeld
beauty.
girl.
Yeah, real beauty.
She was
Yeah.
super awesome at it. She was great, and I think that's where she actually made her first mark. She is a beauty queen, but she learned how to do the vaudeville acts, if I'm not mistaken, and that's where she got her
Maybe.
comedy.
Yeah, but she
She
wasn't.
worked with the things quickly.
Oh, there you go. But she's a real looker. But this is one of the reasons why there aren't so many great female comedians is because you're not supposed to laugh at mom, right? Oh,
Wait,
yeah, it's unfair balance. It's unfair. But being a female comedian is an uphill battle.
she
Well,
was
just tell them to
she
be
could
funny.
be
If
a
they
little
say
more
something funny,
slapstick.
that'll be good.
When
Yeah,
we
but
say that,
there's an
Exactly,
extra
exactly.
bar though. There is an extra bar, Andrew. To be fair.
well then let's look at Gracie Allen, because Gracie Allen, I was just talking with her about her to somebody. She literally was the whole act, but it was her persona. She had
Mhm.
skits and stuff, but she didn't tell jokes. It
She
was her
a
persona
straight
that she
gal.
put that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just the whole shtick. And when they got together, everything played around her being herself, and it was just amazing to watch.
Yeah. No.
If you haven't,
I'm
go
sure
look at
there's a
it.
lot of famous, really good female comedic writers. I'm sure that's true.
Yeah.
But getting up there and selling it, there is an extra bar. It is
Oh
hard.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is. I've done comedy on stage actually, and I did it kind of in a Gracie Allen way. I did the shtick off of the character more than jokes and things like that, and delivery.
But
Did
Carol
you have
was
fun
my
with it?
favorite though. And
Oh,
Vicki Lawrence. Jesus.
oh, Jude, she's so good.
Yeah. She's so mean. But that was a great troupe that they had. That was the old traditional vaudeville troupe thing too. And look
Yeah,
how far it survived. It survived all the way into the 80s.
dude, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anyway,
I
let's
forgot
move
about that.
on here. Eric has done something that has nothing to do with Tex Avery. He is disqualified. Get out.
Tex
Yeah.
Tex Avery did a little Chilly Willy,
He did.
and this is my Butch the Wampa.
The Wampa. Butch the
That
Wampa.
is really clever.
Yes.
That's cute.
Yes.
Bonk.
I've been
That's
done
a
for like an
great Chili
hour.
Willy. Oh my gosh.
I know you've been
Yeah.
done for a while.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. It is super
I thought
cute
that was
though.
Chester.
Oh, it is in spirit. In spirit. Yeah. Yeah. Although I'm not that wide at the midsection though. I'm actually have lost some weight.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Well, years
Good for
ago. But
you.
yes, thank you.
Well, good for the
job
wife.
saying.
That's fair. Yeah. But I also have the biceps to be able to press. I could do the press. So
Mm.
yeah.
It's swole.
No problem. Swole. Yeah, that's the word.
It's great that you've got health choices that are
Bra.
Well, the one thing though about being a big dude, tall and thicker than than a beanpole, you need to always have
eat.
chest and arm muscles on you at all times because
Yeah.
the world is easily broken and you need to be able to gracefully move through it. You little people don't understand the struggle.
I don't.
No.
Never. I never.
So, do you have to swing over stuff? Is that
Well, it's just
Like
a lot
a
of
monkey?
stuff. Well, no, like for instance, I'll give you an example. When
okay?
I go down into a seat, when I sit in a chair, especially outside of America or Europe, I can't just sit in a seat like you would. I have my legs under me at all time, and half of my body weight is being distributed on my legs, not the chair.
Oh
Right.
dear.
I mean, things like that. And I'm not even that. Like I said, I'm not really that heavy. I'm like 220 pounds or something like that, 215.
Right.
Yeah.
But No, I can't. And but it's also having the duck under every damn thing, especially here in Japan. They are small
Wow.
people, man.
I mean, I have to duck under everything in Japan, so
Yeah.
I don't, but I've never been there, so.
No, you probably wouldn't. Yeah, but no, it's tough being a big dude, man. Nothing's made for you. Everything's too short. Grocery carts are too short. Strollers, Jesus, I'm literally
everybody
bent
wants
in
to
half.
fight you.
Everybody wants to pick a fight with you, and that's true. And well, all the fake tough guys.
Let's go,
Yeah, my
Rosa.
buddy- my
We're
buddy-
Japanese
Little
size for
man
taco.
syndrome is the word you're looking for.
What was that, Jason?
Little man syndrome is the word you're looking for.
Oh yeah, no, I've dealt with that a lot in my life. For damn
What
sure.
was happening?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But the good thing is, little people are easy to thwunk on the head, though.
What?
True.
Evil.
It is nice. It is handy. It's convenient.
That's why I always wear my dunce hat.
Now that protects you. There's some air cushion in there. That's true. But anyway, I think it's super cute, though, Eric. It looks great. What do you think, Jeff? You got a comment on Eric's stuff? Be nice.
Well, I'm always nice.
You weren't nice with my nickname on the poll, good sir.
Oh,
That's good.
So another non-comment from Jeff. Good, nice. Moving on. Alrighty. Let's go over here to Elrod. Elrod, I get the he's doing a little wink, wink type of thing. Although I do love Cisco. That's such a great character, dude.
Yeah.
Oh man,
I
awesome.
kind of want that jacket.
Yeah, right. Go ahead, Elrod.
Oh, where?
I don't know. You usually do
I don't know what
something.
else to say, Spencer. I was the only one that was on topic, apparently.
The only one on
I was
topic.
the one who can read. And he's like, oh, Avery Brooks. I'm like, all right, Texas Avery Brooks. Sure, I'll draw that.
really?
Yeah.
He's got well. You get the com badges right there, so you know that sums it up good. Put him in a turtleneck as well with the cowboy hat.
Yeah,
Nice.
wink to a man called
Best
Hawk,
captain ever.
along with the pink coat
Besides
of a true detective.
Yeah, yeah. He's a good
He's got
actor, though.
Computer.
Oh yeah.
Okay. all
He's
right,
so
well,
He's
different.
currently enjoying the reading of
Nope.
Rivers by
fair.
Langston Hughes.
There you go. That's very nice. Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. If you like what Elrod has done, please vote from the straw poll. So very good. Who do I got next? Oh, I got a Kima.
Kima.
Now, I don't believe that's Tex Avery. Oh, there. it is.
Sorry.
Oh,
We got another red.
so cute.
That's super cute. Yeah.
I like the action lines.
Those are fun. I like all your colors.
She's
Really
at the.
good.
This is
love-
another red carpet one with the old spotlights.
I felt like just
I
doing
love
something
her color.
fun and then just making it like pop art.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Looks so good.
You know, that's another thing. Even though we're talking about a cartoon here, but that's another thing Hollywood has lost: the glamour.
Mm,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
very much. So.
Yeah, it's no more. You know the
No.
funny thing
That's
here.
why we have Shia LaBeouf
Oh,
bringing back the glamour.
I think that boy is literally has some mental issue. I mean, seriously.
Oh, absolutely. Well, he was. I mean, he was severely abused as a child, so yes, he has a lot of mental issues.
So sad.
He's a
You know, who's
wet.
bringing back the glamour is Zendaya because she was dressed like a robot, and that was cool.
Oh well,
Oh, yeah.
She's the only one that knew what Dune was.
it's sarcasm. I get it.
No, it was cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty awesome.
You know the funny thing here in Japan. You know what glamorous means to the Japanese?
What?
Somehow
What?
Diddly?
they got lost in translation. Large-breasted.
I don't think that's what glamour means.
No, that's not what it means.
I don't think
I've
that's
explained
right.
it several times. So when I say the word glamorous, they giggle.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's
I
great.
know.
I mean, the F word doesn't actually mean the thing. It means pierce through or stab or whatever. It's
Forewarned, unlawful carnal knowledge. You talk about this anagram.
Oh my.
It's an anagram
Oh,
I
I
have no
died.
idea what that
from the Bible.
is.
Yeah, just so you know.
Which part of the
no, they
Bible?
don't know what that word means anyway. Although they'll giggle. Japanese giggle at a lot
Oh.
of things. A lot of giggling.
That's nice.
Yeah. But anyway, this is freaking awesome. Thank you very much, Kima. If you guys like what she's done, please vote for the straw poll. All right.
You're not going to ask my opinion?
Oh, sure. Go
Oh.
ahead, Jeff.
It's glamorous.
Sucks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Jeff.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
Motion.
sweet.
Oh, that is really cool. Look at that guy.
Oh, I love
That's super
that.
cool, man. I love that.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah.
Nope.
Now
that
tell
rocks.
us what you've done here, Jason.
So this is I basically replaced the wolves with Tex Avery. Just yeah, that's basically all it is. And I made his suit a different color too. Had a gray charcoal pencil that I use.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty awesome.
And he just blown out a puff of smoke, and that's it looks
Yeah, that's great.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a nice homage. Yeah, it is really
Nice.
cool. Jeff.
No glamour there.
No glamour. Zero glamour, Jason. You've been deglamored.
Zero glamour.
I like it though.
No.
By Japanese standards, it's true.
Well,
That's true.
yeah, but I was about to say, if he was Japanese, that means he'd have to have boobs. So
That's true. That is true. Yeah. Yeah, you know the funny thing here in Japan, the most would you like to guess who the most beautiful woman in Hollywood is in Japan?
Betty White.
yeah,
Meg Ryan.
that's what I'd say.
No, definitely not.
Katherine Hepburn?
They're stuck in the past, so maybe I would have thrown out like a Grace Kelly, who's a true beauty. Sad. But no, it's that lady that's in Roman Holiday.
Katherine
Oh,
Hepburn?
Catherine
Linda
Hepburn.
Carter.
That
Oh,
super
nice.
skinny girl. Super skinny, like,
Audrey.
like
Audrey.
noodle
Audrey
skinny.
Hepburn.
People
No
love
relation.
No,
They
no,
are
no.
absolutely
Audrey,
crazy about Audrey Hepburn, man.
yeah.
No,
Catherine Hepburn.
Oh, Katherine Hepburn or Audrey Hepburn?
No, Audrey,
It's
the Roman
glamour.
Holiday lady.
Audrey Hepburn.
Audrey Hepburn.
And she was cute, I guess, but I mean, I don't know. They're obsessed with that movie. They actually, you can go to all over Japan in the little local civic centers, and they at least once a year they will show Roman Holiday. Guaranteed. Yeah.
I've heard a lot of the fashion that she had in her movies were very popular at the time.
I think
Yes.
so. Well, yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But
Which ironically would make it glamorous.
well, but even though she wasn't, she would not be considered glamorous here. But
No.
because she was a beanpole.
Right.
Yeah.
Which maybe that's why they like her.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
know.
it's very Japanese.
That was rude.
Yeah.
Isn't thin and kind of like lit? I think kimonos are all very straight lines.
Yeah.
That's true. But I got your mean. Wink, wink. I got it. Sheldon comes out of left field and says Daryl Hannah. Wow.
Wow.
My dad hated her. Never knew why.
Really?
She looks like she had a shower.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. My father, she always did look like she just got out of the shower. It's true. But
No,
he
that-
hates
that-
Daryl Hannah for some reason. I don't know why. But anyway, it's very good. If you guys like what Jason has done, please vote for him on the straw poll. I'm sure it's under Mr. Motion something. Let's go over
Yes.
here to Alan. Alan, are we prepared today? Are we ready to shock the world, sir?
Yes. I am ready.
Oof.
I want to see.
I just don't know how to take it.
I am literally pulling this up.
We got any
Right now,
music
just so
or
I can
anything going with this, Alan?
see it. And if I cry, I'll-
Okay, he's trying to do something. Give him a minute. Alan?
It's not working.
It's not working. What were you trying to do?
Plug in the music.
Da dum 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 da dum dum. Is that what you were going for?
There you go.
The biggest nipples I've seen.
Oh
Yeah,
my
those,
gosh,
those,
this
those
is
would
wrong.
be
I just,
troublesome.
that is
Yeah.
absolutely terrifying.
It is,
This is
but
absolutely terrifying.
the extra beautiful touch is the Daisy
You know,
Dukes
I'm
with
a
the
very
Caesarean
degenerate
line.
artist, and this is just
Yeah,
puts me to shame.
the over puffed lips and the cigarette. This is
I think that the groupies are it's so trippy.
It is
Stephanie-
trippy.
And
Yeah.
in reality, that's probably a shirt. She has a shirt on. We know she does, but it looks really weird.
Yeah.
It does.
But I will
Hello,
I will say
fellas.
Hanging off things.
It's wrong.
the idea is
That was very
incredibly
creative.
clever.
It is clever. Yeah.
That was very creative of you.
Right.
I never
Rachel
was-
says the massive fresh C-section scar is really what makes it sell. It's what sells it.
Oh my
Alpha Proto
gosh.
says LSD drawings. Hmm.
Oh,
Sheldon says her boobs are droopy.
Oh,
That's the joke, Sheldon. I'm glad you got it.
Correctamundo.
But you guys take this as you like, and if you like what he's done, then vote for him the straw poll. Because wow, alrighty. Let me see if I can. Now Melissa's not displaying. Honey,
Join us, honey.
My phone died, and I just had to disqualify myself. It won't.
You-
I can't turn back on.
oh, you can't. You could just drop it on the Discord.
I have nothing. My phone
you have
died.
nothing.
I
Oh,
was in the
that
middle of
sucks.
drawing, and there's no time. It wouldn't turn back on. It wouldn't until it recharged a certain level and stuff. So I just can't make anything this week.
Oh,
Bummer.
that
Well,
sucks.
you've already got 7 points on the poll, though.
Yeah, I know. It's special.
Yeah.
People
Well,
love
did you want to tell us what you're drawing?
I was going to do a GIF of. Do you remember? There's this one. Oh, it's one of the most bizarre episodes of the Tex Avery quest where there is Butch the dog and there's this little black cat and
that looks
Oh
really
yeah.
yeah, and for some reason, like somehow it's like someone like peeled the scalp off of this really big brown dog. I think it was asleep or something, and just like slapped it on on our dog's head, and all kinds of weird chaos happened. And then like they were taking this scalp and slapping at each other's head and trying to get each other into trouble and fighting each other. And all of a sudden, the guy who's the dog who's like ears just head top just peel off, just stood there and he's just scowling at them, and they realize that the game's up, and they're just sweetly kind of like pointing at each other rapidly, tries like it was his fault. Like who did that to him? But he was like bigger than the most. Like a huge comeuppance was about to happen. They're like trying to pass it off at each other. It was really funny.
Yeah, no, I saw what you were drawing. It's too bad you lost it, though.
Yeah.
This is what gifts were like before the internet.
Mm.
Wow.
You need to get yourself a computer, Melissa.
It's funny, but an animator that we kind of met on Mike's show, we're kind of hanging out a bit. Anyway, he was recommending a piece of animation software called, what was it?
Rough Animation.
Rough Animation? Something like that. He says it's been around apparently a while, and he's like, next to Toon Boom, it's probably the best thing out there.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yeah, and it's rough animation.
Yeah,
it's cool. Yeah, and he says it's like $6, and you can get it on the PC, and it's also you can get it on the phone apparently. So might be trying out that and seeing if it works well, and then she can move that over to her laptop, which will make streaming easier because it'll make streaming easier.
I'm going to try to
I see.
input the
I see what
apparatus.
you're saying. That's why she's
Right.
using the phone. I get it.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that's what we've got right now. But hopefully we can move everything over. That'd be nice, but upgrading
It would
stuff.
be nice. Yeah, that's true. Well, let me move on then over to Rosa. And she has decided to. Oh, and of course you go over here. Of course you go over here. All right, fine.
I know.
Give me
I'm
a
sorry.
second. No, it's not your fault. Let's see here. Let me come up on this side. Where is it? There it is. All righty. Why in the world? All right, here we go. So, we got
I cannot
ourselves
draw cartoons.
Oh.
I've never been able to draw cartoons.
Daffy for
That's
life
horrible.
being arrested by a porky because he's doing fireworks.
He's a pig. I'm sorry.
No, he's graffitiing. I see.
No, Porky's a pig. He's a pig.
Hence the cup.
Poor Daffy.
It's like, I
Oh my
know.
goodness. I love
He's just
it.
trying Thank you. I appreciate that because it was so slapped together. I was just so behind. I started drawing like 30 minutes ago. I'm like, whoops, here we are.
What do you guys? What do you think about that topic, though? For me personally, I think all graffiti artists should be thrown in prison under it. Personally,
Depends on how good it is.
no, I hate it. I hate it. It's defacing property. It's vandalism. It's nonsense. They should be locked up.
Now there are
They're
where we
beautiful.
are, there are people who hire artists to
That's
do
fine.
work like that.
That's
Yeah,
called a
right.
job.
That's called a job, exactly. And if you like that style, go for it.
That's fine.
Um,
But I'm not. I'm talking about the taggers and the graffiti artists who think they're
right.
cool and they're really not.
Yeah.
As long as they keep putting it on ugly architecture and all.
Well,
Yeah.
Keep it off of rocks and trees and nature. That's just disgusting.
That is true. Modern
Yeah,
architecture is awful, but they do
Yeah,
call it
it's-
brutalism.
Yeah.
Well,
I
Yeah.
guess
there is
you
that.
put
Kidding.
something on it to make it be a little more beautiful.
Jeff, would you like to make a
But
nice
yeah,
comment
depends on how
about
good it is.
Rosa's art?
Please.
It's fabulous from a Prometheus nominated author.
Oh, fair. That's fair.
And here's
We'll go with
that
that.
from a
Who deserves
fictional
jail?
Yeah,
who
that's true.
actually
Who
has
deserves
money.
jail? All right, guys.
That's right.
If you like what Rosa's done, please vote for the show poll. I think I get everybody. Go ahead and check those out and go over and vote. I'll take a look at some of the draw along stuff here. We do have something from Elrod, and he is insisting that bringing Robot Sexy back is a thing. Okay.
What is it?
It's some very undimensional female.
It's young Shia LaBeouf.
Is it Shia LaBeouf?
Oh.
Well, that's why he doesn't have any shape.
I don't
to
know.
him
I don't
then.
even know what a Shia LaBeouf is. I would imagine it's some strange lady who dresses like robots.
That's
Hi.
a
That's might be
cool
kind of
outfit.
cool.
I think her
now.
name is actually Zendaya. But boy, does she has like no shape at all. She's just like a 12-year-old boy.
How do you even?
That's why she's
put
dressed like a
on?
shapely robot.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Is it
Oh,
ripped on or is it like armor? How does that?
Well, I think she's trying to be
It's-
cool, but
No,
it's-
no. This is. I'm betting this has something to do with Dune.
She's the only one who's read
yeah.
the book.
maybe.
She's like, look, my outfit looks better than the costumes in the movie.
I really didn't like the remake
Promo
of
shot
Dune.
for
It's so
Dune.
ugly, dude.
Yeah.
There's no charisma. Well, Jason Momoa played a fun character though. But yeah, it was so boring, dude. Go watch the original. It's way better.
The kid is just hard to watch, right? The Paul Atreides kid.
Very hard to watch. Yeah. It really
He's a
was
terrible actor. He's a Keanu Reeves level acting.
Yeah, but see, at least
Dracula.
Keanu has kind of charisma though. That kid
He's
doesn't
like
have that.
he's like a young Keanu in a Dracula movie. It's like
I
that level.
found a funny
That's me.
meme
That's
of
just a
it.
deep cut right there, Elrod. Yeah, that's a deep cut. But let me go over here and check out the Twitter so I can look at Doug's stuff and see if anybody else is over there. Let me see here. Oh, it's still called Twitter. Very nice. Let's see here. We got this guy named Elon Musk showing some dude named Matt Walsh show. All right. Worth watching,
Okay.
he says. Okay, thank you, Elon. Comicsgate drama. I don't know. It looks like a pretty good piece of art.
What crazy Comicsgate drama?
No way.
What?
No.
People are still making terrible comics? That's crazy. Oh my gosh.
Well, I don't know. People seem to like this Eric July
Is
thing.
Marvel woke? Oh my gosh.
I haven't.
I can't stand Eric July. I'm sorry.
That's
It's just awful.
I haven't.
You need to
seen
buy
it
a
myself.
shirt with some sleeves.
Oh,
Or shave your elbow.
I just don't understand the
Ugh.
mentality of like, I hate superhero comics. I'm gonna leave and not make non-woke superhero comics. Like, stop making superhero comics. Nobody wants to read superhero comics anymore.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Kind of take a
Especially
page out of
ones that are done
the
in
Europeans,
AI.
man. Let's see. We got that umbrella guy. Isn't he the one that was like talking about Johnny Depp forever for years and years and years and years?
I think you're still talking about him.
Yeah. Now Nexus would be Mike Barron. I'm pretty sure. It must be Mike Barron thing. I heard he was
It
bringing
looks
it back.
terrible.
Let's see. Adam Lawson.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know. Well, he's just a dude, and he's talking about how he supported 300 of the Comicsgate comic books. Okay.
Oh,
So that
he
many?
didn't support my comic book. I'm not Comicsgate.
Mine neither.
He must have.
Yeah.
Maybe. But Simon, of course, is coming out with a new Dune game. It could be cool.
Might be.
Yeah, no, I like Simon. Cool Mini or not, they make pretty good board games.
There you go.
Elon is iglooing. Good for you, Elon. Eric Lang, here we go. He's probably the guy who made that game because Eric makes a lot of games. But he's a wokeite though. He's become insufferable. Ooh, don't know what that is. Ma'am, what are you doing? What are you doing here? Oh, that's right. They're shooting at people. Good job. Good job,
Oh, don't
cops.
do that.
That is clever. Look at that. There you
Oh,
go.
wow.
That is neat. Now, this is a thing in Japan, where they will always have people in like a black hood and full black clothing doing puppetry and things like that in the background. You're supposed to ignore it. So they do a lot of these kind of things here in Japan. That's actually really good, though. Look at that.
How in the world?
Yeah,
wow.
yeah. Japanese love this kind of stuff. It's very clever. Good job.
That's cool.
I think some funny one.
That is so cool.
Like there's one where there's everyone's head's a cue ball or a
Oh, yeah,
ball on a
yeah.
pool table.
Yeah. I've seen that before. Yeah, they do a lot of stuff like that. It's fun. Yes, it's the national anthem, man. Be quiet.
It doesn't seem unreasonable. No.
No, it's not.
Well, there's not actually that many countries that are patriotic like
Oh,
we
that's
are.
so cute. Hmm?
No,
I
that
love
is
it.
true.
Okay,
That
so
is
he
cute. Yeah.
throws it. He catches it. Right.
Oh.
That is so cool.
Oh.
Good job, brother. Good job, brother.
Sleight of hand.
Yeah, no, it's great.
Uh,
Are you single? Yeah. Okay. Can I, oh, good. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. Alrighty. The world we live in. Oh, what we got here? Alice? What are you doing, Alice? Alice is so much fun. I love Alice. And we got Sly. He was very upset recently. His buddy died.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Aw. Oh yeah,
Uh,
Carl Werther.
Carl Weathers. Yeah.
We're gonna get Sylvester Stallone.
He and Carl were really good friends, like life friends, right? And he was very
Yeah, they
upset
were.
with his passing. Yeah.
Of course.
Aw.
And he's leaving California because it's woke crap, and he's going to Florida. Cool.
Well, there you go.
Save a beach for you.
We don't have anything so. Oh, dude. Oh yeah, that's my man right there. You get it. That's how you do it. Just leave him, dude. Go take a Coca-Cola break.
Oh my gosh, he's not even jogging or anything. He's just. Da-da-da-da.
Oh, that's
Nope.
fun. He's
I'm
having
impressed.
he's having a good day. Yeah, he's having a good day. All right,
No,
I guess I
I'm
got to do my
impressed.
job here, I suppose. Not gonna have anything super cute. All right, fine. No little animals. Where are the cute animals? Anyway, what do we got
Right
here?
there.
Yeah, no, I'm going to get to it in a second. Here. So, oh god, that's actually on the internet now.
Forever.
Yeah, very clever. So let's take a look and see what Doug has done. So, all right. So we got the what's the name of the squirrel again?
Screwy.
Screwball squirrel.
Screwball.
Screwball.
Shh, don't tell anybody. Fair enough, Doug. And it's perfectly on model. That's the thing. When we see Doug stuff, it's such an interesting take on what we're doing. But this time, it's just
what it is.
Tex Avery.
It is. It's all the way.
Oh, I like that one a lot.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I can't do Droopy. Someone do Droopy.
I'm so happy.
There you go.
There
Good
you
job,
go.
Jeff.
Oh my god.
Clap for Jeff.
Yes.
Yeah. You get to do
We
my
can really
audio.
hear his impression.
Sounded like Jeff.
That is my favorite wolf.
That was perfect.
The janitor. Yeah.
Yeah. He was like a janitor, like a carpetbagger, you know, whatever he is. He whistles the old Dixie theme and says y'all. It's just he was always
It looks like
Yeah, he's one of the best.
Yep.
yeah.
Look at that face.
Are you allowed
I
to
can't remember.
whistle,
Is he
Dixie?
the same one that goes brains?
I don't know. But I mean, he shows up a lot, though. That's true. Kind of this standard background character. We got some. What music did we get today? I wonder.
A creepy pasta.
Is that what that is? Creepypasta? That's good. Good job, Doug. That's very, very good. Perfectly on model Tex Avery. No shock there. Very, very nice. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for coming in. And of course, I need to go and do myself the voting here. So let me go grab it. Where is it here? Oh, yeah, it's over here. No, that's not it. It's over here. Okay. Bring it up. And see what I have for my choices. Is everyone enjoying the ranking instead of the straight vote?
Yeah, I think rank voting was working pretty well.
It's fun. It's different. I
wonder
like
how
it.
And
Well,
you can
'cause it-
sabotage the other people.
Well, and it allows people to not get 0 points. You know, like it makes it look like somebody actually kind of voted for you. You're not just
okay.
sitting at the bottom with nothing.
So it's a moral boost. I get it. All right, let's see here. Who won the Drawn and Quartered Ultimate Edition Tex Avery competition? These are my 10 choices. I got a lot of choices. Very nice. So number 1 here, Andrew. Bug Bunny was not a furry Fleming. I do think it's supposed to be Bugs, and as in Bugsy Malone, but that's okay. Bug Bunny.
You do you. Let me do me.
That's fine. That's fine.
Both statements can be true, though. Bug Bunny could not be a furry as well.
That's true. He would
To be fair, that's how Cuban immigrants say Bugs Bunny. They say Bug Bunny.
Bug Bunny.
That's
awesome.
That's
Well,
great.
one of my second favorite, of course, Marvin the Martian is my favorite. My second favorite is Speedy Gonzalez, and for some reason, we're not allowed to talk about him anymore. And it's like, why? He was a hero. He was so awesome.
And he's got a superpower.
He does, dude. I mean, why would you not love Speedy Gonzalez?
He's cool.
He's awesome.
He's back. He's back. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, I know.
Ezra Miller.
Fluffy's doing the
Good.
voice for him, and that is wicked cool. Gabriel Iglesias. Yeah, no, that's neat. But anyway, who we got here? We got Amy Screwball Squirrel Lester. All right.
There you go. Squirrels are cute.
DeForest T. Nimrod Amaran. Fair.
I get it.
Eric Elmer Fudd's Body Double Hawkins. I wouldn't take that, Eric. I'd slap him silly for that. I would.
Yeah. I might have to drive up to Michigan.
Yeah, you have to deal with it, dude. You have to deal with it. But I tell you what, though, for any of you who have not read, because DC Comics actually did some cool stuff not too long ago. The Elmer Fudd Batman crossover is epic.
What?
Dude, read that. That is so epically awesome. I absolutely adore it. They did a bunch of, the kind of Hanna-Barbera, Looney Tunes crossing over with DC Comic superheroes. There were many of them. But
the Wonder Woman Tasmanian Devil's supposed to be really good too.
I haven't read that one. I read the Snagglepuss, and there's a few of them. But the one with Elmer Fudd and Batman is great. It's I know
Wacky Races is good.
What one?
They did the Wacky Races, but it's like post-apocalyptic Mad Max style.
Oh,
which was
yeah,
totally-
yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, oh no, they stole my idea.
I could also choose for number 5 here, Daffy Kima. Yeah, he's just insulting everyone today. I wouldn't take that.
That'd be pretty cool, though.
Yeah,
I've been drinking too much to care.
that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. We also have Alan Senor Drupi Alonso. Fair enough. Very good. El Rodimus Acme Explosion Art Supplies Flash.
Put karate in there. It's accurate.
That would be
Yes,
true.
it is.
Yeah, that would be true. Mr. Drippy Motion. Ooh, that sounds. I don't think
Ooh.
that's TV.
Oh. That's
very
worse than
different.
mine.
Yeah, that's not good. Bad Jeff. Bad Jeff.
Trippy.
Rosa Yosemite Samantha Dioro. That's just that's
adorable.
race swapping. No. Yeah, and gender
It's
swapping.
close.
Yosemite Sam.
And then of course I have Melissa Dixie Wolf Lester.
At least it won't be a hard twist. Put me on the bottom. But I'm
Well,
so
no,
happy I
you know what?
picked Wolf. I
Because
just thought that really was my favorite of the Wolf characters.
well, he went with Dixie Wolf. I would have went Dixie Fox, but because you got Dixie in there and it sounds semi-sexy, you're going number one. Yep.
Wow.
Number one. There it is. Yep.
Your
Oh, I tell you what, when I was a kid, I watched a little show called Dukes of Hazzard, and there was a lady in there, and her name was Daisy.
Lulu Hog.
But anyway, so who am I going to put here other than Dixie Wolf? Let's see here. What I actually really liked Amy's today. Let's see here. Eric's disqualified. That's for sure. Chemo's pretty good. Alan.
Because I look like Elmer Fudd?
Yeah, I cannot give any air to Mr. Allen today. No, can't. No. None for you, sir. Although I'm gonna.
I thought this was America.
for the wonderful homage, though, I am going to bring up Jason though. Let's see here. I did like Andrew Amaron's. Eric Erickson. No, disqualified. Yep, definitely. Let's see here. And of course,
It's too much work. I prefer the old version.
it is a lot of work, but yeah, I've made my choice. I'm voting. Done. Okay. Andrew's beating you out there. I'm sorry about that. I tried to help Melissa. You got 37. No. You're not last though.
Hey. I know. Your fans got together in chat.
Yeah.
And we were like, "Oh no, she might. We love her. She's going to the top."
Yeah, well, that's okay. That's right.
Everybody's in good company.
Daisy Dukes. The Dixie Girls. It is what it is. Yeah. I have to say that because I've lived in the North and the South, and there are good and bad points about each. But I do have to say, Dixie Girls were way more fun. No, those Northeastern girls can be absolutely insufferable. Andrew knows what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dixie corn-fed girls.
I remember this girl I dated. I was young too, but she was pretty young, man. 19, maybe 20, something like 18. But she was young. Her name, and I'm not joking. This was not a nickname. Her actual birth name was Candy.
Oh, with a Y or an I?
Oh, she was destined to be a stripper.
Right, with a C and a Y.
Which is your birthright, Candy.
Yeah, it was literally spelled Candy. She was a bit of skinny girl, but she had that kind of wiry fun about her, But yeah, I remember Candy. Good memories. Glad my wife went out to do mochi.
Mochi's kind of like candy.
Mochi grilled thing.
No, but no, I'm not even joking about that. Anyway, let's see here. I guess it's pretty much going to be done. But we definitely got a person running. It makes sense. It was perfectly a model. And of course, if Doug had come in, he would have won. So I don't know what you're doing.
That's true. I mean,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing?
There's no doubt about that.
Explain it. It's like.
Yeah, give it a couple more minutes. I could tell a rousing story about my time in the Egyptians. It was a breakdancing group.
Okay.
Well, while you're giving it a couple more minutes, what should we draw next week?
Well, you guys go ahead and talk about that. I'll actually go. I got to grab something real quick.
I was a little curious why we decided against going Roald Dahl.
I wasn't against it.
Well, maybe I'll have to do that next week.
Yeah, we could do that
next
next
week,
week. Yeah. Come up with something else. But apparently, there's a Tex Avery Day. Is that today?
Yeah, today was actually Tex Avery Day. I didn't even know there was one.
That's
Oh, you
amazing.
did an actual Tex Avery. Oh yeah, there's an actual Tex Avery
like
Day.
Talk Like a
that
Pirate
of course
Day.
you do.
Yeah.
Is there a Roald Dahl Day? Just wondering.
Or Chuck Jones?
Or a Chuck Jones Day?
There might be a
Ronald
Ronald Reagan.
McDonald Day?
Hey,
Ronald Reagan Day?
and we all do as Ronald Reagan or his movies.
Oh, or Ronald
I'm going
McDonald
Judgment
as
Bronzo right now.
Ronald.
There you go. Just some burgers. I really should eat something before I do these shows. Oh, I'm so hungry.
Actually, that's not that McDonald's land stuff. That's a lot of drawing that we can pluck from.
Yeah.
That's actually
Oh, yeah.
true.
Animating the McNugget buddies would be so easy.
You can do McDonald versus the Croft Super Show.
Ooh.
Okay.
Yeah, witchy poo.
Witchy Poo. Hamburglar.
Man,
Epic
Roald
Fat.
Dahl has a lot of books to choose from, too.
It's true. It's true. I
Yeah,
thought
we
we
could do
were
him
doing
next week,
Roald
yeah.
Dahl. What happened with that? I'm back, by the way.
Oh, welcome back.
Well, see, I was not here to hear anything last week,
Uh-huh.
Oh, right.
so I didn't know.
Yeah.
But when I saw it was Tex Avery Day, I thought Doug
No,
would
that
like
was
it.
a proper choice.
Yeah.
But no, let's do
It was.
Roald Dahl next week. That's a great choice.
Yeah,
There's so
we can
many
do it.
wonderful things. It's so creepy too.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Some cool stuff.
Yeah. What was that book I was talking about earlier, which had the headless guy?
Oh.
Headless
Headless
Horseman?
Horseman?
No. It was a book where a guy woke up without his head. I remember reading that book over and over and over for some reason. I don't know.
John
why.
Wayne Bobbitt.
Nearly Headless Nick?
I don't know. Let me check real quick.
Is it a kid's book?
Yes,
Neck?
it's a
Chicken
children's
Run?
book.
The Man Who Lost His Head is a children's book, picture written by Claire Hutchett Bishop and illustrated by Robert McCloskey. Published
Ooh,
in
sounds
1942.
There it is. You were 100% right. The Man Who Lost His Head. Yeah, that's it.
And that's a
Oh,
kid's
Roald
book.
Dahl Day is September 13th.
Oh, well, how about that?
September 13th.
That is that's Roald Dahl's birthday.
Wow,
Oh.
why are there so many days and months of stuff? Like for instance, Black Month. Why do we need a Black Month?
We don't.
Do we have a brown month? Do we have a yellow month? How about a red month?
Clearly, no one
Brown
cares
Month.
about
Doesn't
Black
bother me.
Month because I lost today.
That's so sad.
And I drew a black icon.
Yeah, I
Oh,
read this
do
book
you wanna do-
over and over and over, dude.
You want to do Black History Month next week instead, Chester?
No, I did it tonight. We don't.
Oh, that's
we
fair.
go-
He did do it tonight. Who who wrote this? Let me see here. Mark. I don't even know who you are. Okay.
Wahlberg.
I don't know why, but I remember this book from my childhood.
Wow.
Am I the only one who read this?
I read
It
the
sounds
text, right?
familiar, but I'm not sure if I read it or not.
Because he went looking for head replacements. I remember.
What a strange piece.
It is strange, but I loved this as a kid, though.
Mhm.
He found a carrot and a pumpkin and all kind of stuff.
But he's perfectly all right without his head.
Yeah, but it wasn't as creepy as you
To
think.
rough her off.
It sounds. It seems like an idea for a horror thing, but it's not. It's like it's just like, oh dear, it's like I lost my hat and I had to find a new hat, but instead it was lost your
His
hat. It's
head.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, anyway, so we're
Just
doing
what-
we're doing Dahl next week, and of course all his wonderful books like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and the Giant Peach and Madeline and what's some others.
I think you think
That-
Matilda, not Madeline.
Matilda,
or whatever.
What was that?
The Incredible Mr. Fox.
50 Shades of
BFG
Wong.
or whatever. it is.
Yeah, the big friendly giant.
Big Friendly
Yeah.
Giant. 50 Shades of Wonka. That's fair.
Mhm.
But there
The
are a lot of
Incredible
good
Miss-
books and a lot of interesting characters. Mine being my favorite was James and the Giant Peach.
And Peach.
Yeah, I love that one.
Yeah.
Because the art, I don't know what version I had, but I remember it was so creepy with the spider lady.
Oh, was she your favorite
That's a
character?
mixed
from it?
lot video.
She
We
stuck
got
in my head
Coraline?
the most.
Isn't that
Okay,
Coraline? Because isn't Coraline Roald Dahl?
No,
I
not
don't
Cor-
think
no,
so.
it's not Coraline. It
They're
was
not
just
Coraline. Okay.
yeah, it wasn't Coraline. No, but because it's weird. I'm not actually afraid of spiders, but when I was a little kid, I had a really really bad fever, and I took me to the hospital and find out I had some problems they had to fix. But I remember during the fever at home, there was a Daddy Longlegs that was walking across my the blanket in my chest, and
Oh no.
and that memory just stuck so harshly with me.
Oh my goodness.
So does Gilligan's Island give you nightmares?
It does. Yeah.
It's like every episode, isn't there like a tarantula on someone's chest?
Yeah, right. Of course, Daddy Longlegs ain't gonna hurt you, but I was a little kid, like 6 or 7.
And you weren't feeling well.
I had a wicked serious fever. They actually, when they took me to the hospital, they threw me in an ice bed.
Oh yeah, they'll get.
Oh, I've been in
He
one of
was
those.
there
Yeah.
to cure your AIDS.
Yes. AIDS was rampant amongst the non-homosexuals in the
The
70s.
daddy long AIDS.
Yeah.
I don't believe the government had released it to the public yet in the 70s, Chester.
No.
Yeah, well, that's okay. We had a little teeny man who worked for the CDC, and he demanded
Rock
that AIDS
Hudson
was
is still alive.
well, and he's still alive, and he had another pandemic. He was quite
Rock
happy about it.
Hudson?
No, the little teeny Ross Perot wannabe guy.
Mickey Rooney?
Anyway.
Yeah, anyway.
Oh, see ever
Anyway, let me go ahead and wrap this up. So thank you very much to Elrod, Melissa, Mr. Motion, Rosa Allen, Keenma, Eric, DeForest Kelly Amaral, and Amy. Thank you all for coming in. We appreciate you. Look forward to you do next week with a great children's storybook writer. But of course, the day goes to Andrew.
Wow.
Andrew,
Amazing.
good for you. Claps, everybody. Thundero has proclaimed that Amy was robbed.
Thanks, Sarah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. You always have a defender in Thundero, Amy.
Appreciate you, guys.
Yes. So, all right. Well, thank you all very much. What did you do? That is so good, Amron. Good job. That's perfect, Amron.
Yeah, I just found it.
It
I had
doesn't
it
matter.
before.
It's perfect. Thank you very much. It's perfect. Yeah. I mean, I don't know whether to feel bad for her or good for this girl. Clearly, she's gotten so many opportunities
She is nutty.
Well, yeah, but she got all the opportunities because she checks the correct boxes, right? And so good for her in that way. But the other problem is she's really not a good actress. She's really not. She's just there's nothing. But I don't got anything against her. I haven't seen her say any
She's like
dumb
the female Mark Hamill.
You haven't seen Euphoria?
I know. What's that?
Yeah, don't. It's simulated child porn. It's on HBO Max, and they simulate child porn.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's illegal.
20-year-olds doing.
No, yeah, it's
playing high
basically
schoolers.
like a whole it's about
Cuties.
high schoolers age 15 to 17 doing like ham stuff and having sex, and it's full nudity and everything.
Can't have Japanese anime doing that. Oh no.
Yeah, no, it's HBO's attempt to like mask child pornography as like, oh, but it's adults acting. It's like, no, but they're high schoolers. Okay, cool. But yeah, she's in that. She's the main character in that.
The world has gotten weird. It really is getting weird. In Japan, it's a different thing because here in Japan, 16 is the age of consent, right? At most places in the world, it's 14 to 16, right? But in America, it is 18. You can argue that all you want, but it is 18. But why people try to push that envelope all the time, I don't understand why. Leave them alone, maybe.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like there's a Hollywood pedophile ring or something like that.
Well,
oh, we're not allowed to. Oh, we're not allowed to say that.
Don't get me into that conversation.
You're dead now. You're dead, man.
Proof of that.
It is
Painted a target on your back now.
That's right.
Yeah. Well, the thing that's even extra weird about it is, in reality, you really would. It's better to have an actual woman because they kind of know what they're doing.
Don't tell that
Anyway,
to my
stream's
lover.
over. Let's move
Let's
on.
wrap up the show, shall we?
It's weird. Anyway, that is funny though. Amron, I do like it. All right, thank you guys very much. We'll be here next week, and let's let everybody give their final comments.
Did you notice the Metropolis little right in the corner. It's like part of the word metropolis on the back cover of the magazine.
Oh, right.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
Oh, I
cool.
like
see it.
probably like a
Oh,
Japanese
awesome.
poster of it or something, or
Maybe.
Chinese. I don't know.
It is a nice little clip. So, Amran, what'd you eat for lunch today?
Nothing.
Nothing?
As I said, like I don't get a chance to eat anything when this is on.
I haven't had no lunch either.
Oh,
I did have
no.
breakfast, though, a proper American breakfast as well.
Ooh, so
Biscuits and
bacon?
gravy?
No,
Bacon.
God,
USA.
Pancakes?
no. Pan fries, some
Mm.
ham, and some eggs.
That's pretty good. Ham's
No
good.
biscuits and gravy, though, huh?
No, we don't do the biscuit and gravy here. Yeah.
Oh man.
Aw,
That's
that's
Would you like to complain to my wife? She's right here.
No.
Well, you're
I'm
also
sure
a,
the
nor-
fried
you're also a
biscuits are
northerner, a
I'm sure the
northeasterner.
breakfast
I am
was
a
awesome.
northeasterner. Yeah, we don't do that.
So we
biscuit
don't
and
do
gravy
biscuits and gravy here.
It's nonsense.
biscuits and gravy are awesome.
Yeah. Okay. You
Mhm.
you go ahead and keep it. Let's move along here. Andrew, go ahead.
Sure, if you'd like to check out my artwork, you can head to solariansun.com where you can read my webcomic for free. We have up to page 289 available for free at solariansun.com. If you want to sign up for a subscription service at patreon.com/AFLM, you can read the comic book up to page 690 this week. I'm currently working on page 692 right now, so that will be available next week. And of course, the Kickstarter finished its funding, and I should be getting the funding sometime this weekend, which means that I'll be working on sending out the books for print, getting these backer surveys ready to go. So everybody, keep your eye out for that, and I'll be ready. I also have booked a comic book signing at New England Comics in Quincy, Massachusetts for Free Comic Book Day. So I will be in Quincy, Massachusetts on Free Comic Book Day, selling Solarian Sun and doing free sketches for the kids and stuff. So.
Will the tick be present?
Yeah, that's what I don't know if. Well, I mean, I don't know if the tick will be present on that day, but yeah, I mean, he's all over that store because that's where he was created. So
Yeah.
Gotta be, right?
Wow.
so,
Tick.
hopefully, maybe I'll get my stuff all over that store too. You never know.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Dude. But
It would
Tick
be
is
cool. It
awesome.
would.
Yeah, I love Tick.
Yeah, that'd be
Yes.
awesome.
Tick is
Dude,
great.
have we done Tick yet?
No, and
Um,
like
Boom!
Think spoon.
Let's see here. Someone's complaining about
Not the
pan
face.
fries? Question mark. Yeah. Don't you guys know what pan
You mean
fries?
fried potatoes?
No, I mean hash brown.
Oh, hash brown. Oh, okay.
Pan fries.
What does hash browns?
Anyway, cool. Thank you very much, Andrew. Let's move on here to Amy and Melissa. Oh God, I just lost 3 years off my life.
That was
Wow.
scary. Boo!
That was cute.
Maybe we'll get it back. Deep breath. Well, always, thanks for coming to this. Support everyone. This is always a lot. Zero and Alpha and everybody came out and saw, all the great art we had here. So always this. So it's always for having us. Let's see, everything's going well. I think this is feeling so that's good.
Got a bit of a case. Took me a while to get over the con crud, but
Yeah.
Back in strength. Working on.
Yep. Everything.
Yeah, it's just that
Everything's
yeah, it's
going
coming.
trying. So yeah.
Yeah.
No complaints. Oh, and we're playing D&D with Chester.
You are?
So if-
Oh wow.
yeah, it's been a lot of fun. So if you want to characters there, that's Tuesday night at I think it's 8, right? Or
8 p.m.
earlier?
Standard
No,
Time.
it's-
That's right. I'm
it's
actually
Tuesday at
that's
8.
what I'm doing the rest of my day is setting up for next week.
Oh wow, really? Oh fun. Looking forward to it. We saved a lot of poor little cute gnomes that needed rescuing. We got them out of a scary cave and everybody
That's true.
now, so that's great.
Excellent.
Thanks for voting for me, Alpha.
That's true. Well, it had to be done. All right. Well, thank you very much, girls. Let's see here. Eric, who is
I
disqualified.
had biscuits and gravy and bacon last night for dinner, and I made my wife
dang.
an omelet.
Awesome. Omelet. Oh my goodness.
Momlet.
That sounds amazing.
I have to say, sourdough biscuits are pretty good, though.
Oh, they
Very
are.
true.
Sourdough biscuits.
I do have a question. So, we got the daylight savings coming up again,
Oh yeah.
Well, when is that?
Boo.
March
Um,
10th.
Oh okay.
March.
I don't know. I never
To
check when
be-
it just changes.
10th. Yes.
And that's
Yes.
spring forward, right? Which is actually
Yes,
a fall back for me, which is interesting. Yeah, no, we'll keep it the exact same time, or no?
Oh, it's up to you guys. It doesn't matter to me.
I might as well. I mean, I think this time's a little bit better for everybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good, okay.
That just means for me it's an hour earlier, but no big deal.
Yeah. I just want to bring
I got
up
more time to go to the bar.
was coming up.
When is that? Say it again. The date again.
March 10th, 2024.
That's Mario Day.
Oh, it is.
Oh, really?
Time does fly. Time does fly. Sweet. All right, and
Sounds fun.
excellent.
Nice.
And I do love the Wampa, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, that's
thanks.
excellent.
Yay.
Yeah.
I thought it would take longer than, I don't know, the 40 minutes it did. I should have drawn something else.
Fair.
You underestimated your own power.
Yes.
That's it. Just tune in and watch us every Thursday night, people, and spread news that we draw. And most of everybody on here will probably do commissions for cash if you ask them.
They probably will. That is true.
Really, thank you.
Here's $20, kid.
Yeah, just commissions.
Oh. I don't know about for 20, but yeah, you throw a little more cash in there. Yeah, sure. Almost everybody in here probably do commissions for you.
There you go.
Here's a quarter, son. You go draw me something.
A whole quarter.
That's right.
Elrod,
You go.
I could probably live.
What?
would you like to say something nice to the people? I like what you're drawing, though. It's pretty good.
So pretty.
What is that gorilla doing to that poor woman?
No one.
Razor.
That came out really cool though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They're fighting
Yep.
they are fighting
over the biscuits.
over the biscuits. Fair enough. Of course,
This is gravy, yeah.
that's Burroughs Tarzan, I would assume.
No, this is
Betty
my
White.
recreation of my visit to Old Country Buffet last night.
Oh,
Oh.
Old Country Buffet. Never been to that. I've been to
I'm like mine.
I've been to a Cracker Barrel before.
Oh,
Do they
really?
have this in Japan?
That was right since
Oh no, that was like 40 years ago.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
have never been to one.
Yeah,
Back when it was actually Cracker Barrel.
yeah, fair.
You can't say Cracker Barrel in Japan.
Yeah. They
can
don't
say
really
Cracker
have an
Barrel.
equivalent to Cracker Barrel here.
No?
Yeah,
There's not enough white people.
not enough white people. Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
On the redneck.
Anyway, well, let's leave him to his Tarzan. Keenma, hi.
Hi.
Oh, hello.
Are you Kima?
Would you like to say
Hello.
something?
Well, I'm still working on the comic Deck of Fates at voiceme.com. So if you ever want to drop by and have a look at it, it's there for you guys to read for free.
And we got the link right in the chat.
We should. I know I gave it a while back.
Okay, I want it.
Cool.
You want it?
I
No,
want
but-
it.
Yeah, no, I've been the anchor on that. Like, we're on episode 18, I think. Being
Really?
Holy
Wow.
cow!
Yeah, so we're quickly approaching the end of season 1 for that comic.
Oh my
neat.
god!
Yeah. I like when
You're-
artists play with the panel lines.
Yeah, it's cool, right?
It is cool. Yeah,
This is nice.
yeah, it's neat. Cool, excellent. Well, thank you very much, Kima. Let's
problem.
see here. Who's next? Alan.
Hey, just look for me on Instagram and Twitter. And Edwin just dropped the sign-up sheet for Ace Volume 3, which
Really?
I'm coloring that whole book,
That's Acevedo,
and
by the way.
I'm doing 6 pages on that book. Yeah, Acevedo.
Holy cow.
He's under Buzz on Twitter, and I'll be getting you that link next week for sure.
That's
Thank
cool,
you.
man. Very cool. All right, excellent.
That's exciting.
Jason.
Jason.
Hello. Just hi. You can find me on Instagram at creation.jason. Commissions are open. And so if anyone wants to ask for a commission, Gmail is open for that. It's gantenterprises777 at gmail.com. So
Yay.
that's
Sweet. Very good. Rosa.
Hi, I love you and you and you and you and you and you and you out in the audience out there. You're watching this later, like 48 hours later, and you're eating that bag of Cheetos right now. But I love you. And I
Baby
love all
Rosa
y'all.
says she loves you.
I love you.
I love you.
Okay.
I know, and I'm so proud of
Cheetos.
all of y'all, and y'all do so good. Just thank you for letting me draw with you, because every week I've been trying to play with color because I'm trying to learn how to play with color, and it's like watching a kid with a big giant crayon next to Rembrandt. It's stunningly terrifying, and at the same time it's strangely liberating. Thank you for letting me just exist alongside you and just be there to watch. So thank you. But it was fun. Yeah, and just everybody, if you get a chance, read the books. This is our 4th nomination, which actually it's kind of different, I guess, a little bit. I don't talk about it much because the first time I thought maybe they just made a mistake and accidentally included my books. Amy and Melissa helped me with everything on that. They helped me write up this whole thing. There was an essay with it. We had to turn in an essay about what the book was about and everything. And this time they were just, I know, yeah, and we got 3 nominations out, and I was like, they must have me mistaken for someone else. And so then this time, you have to send in, you have to submit a book. It has to go through all of these all these people reading it, and it has to pass the criteria about what the subject matter actually is about, because it has to be something about freedom and oppressive government. And so, yeah, it actually is
you
really
got
specific.
that.
Yeah, I got it. But and they also have to like it. So we're up against, and Herman saw it. I was like, holy cow, we're up against Salman Rushdie. Every year there's like a Nobel Peace Prize winner in there somewhere. We're up against the estate of George Orwell, because they commissioned the book Julia, which is retold from the frame of mind of Julia from 1984. So we're up against their estate. We're up against Booker prizes. We're up against people that are freaking famous. Herman probably knows all of them because he's famous. He has an audiobook, as you may have heard.
You can tell everybody you beat out George Orwell.
Yeah, I know. No, I really do feel like miscongeniality. I feel like I'm just so happy I was allowed to be here, just like I am here tonight. I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, it is just the same feeling over again. But the cool part is that it's because it's the 4th nomination for us, and it's the second time, because the first time we did 3 books all at once, and it was like they took everything, they took all of it, which was crazy, and because it was the last half of this, and now I'm like, maybe you really do like it. Maybe you didn't make a mistake the first time. So I'm kind of excited, and it's been kind of a crazy day. So just be praying for me, and I'm just excited that they actually liked the book, and maybe now I'll get sales like Herman does. He's famous, y'all.
You almost had a Sally Fields moment there, just so you know.
I did. No, I really did. I honest to goodness, I felt the Sally Fields coming out of my body right then. I'm right there.
Well, congratulations. Good luck to you with that.
I appreciate that.
And thank you guys once again all for coming in. We do appreciate it. And of course, next week we're doing Roald Dahl. And that's going to be a lot of fun. So, Jeff, take us out of here and be magnanimous, please.
And buy his book.
Okay.
Buy your book.
Yeah, buy my book. There's a link to the new trailer I just dropped for my next book.
Sweet.
In the chat. It's also available on the Discord too. So, and whatever that Japanese. What was that?
Is the audiobook ready? Is the audiobook ready for this one?
Audiobook starts next week.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Your same guy?
Same guy.
Oh, nice.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Nice.
And that's it.
Namaste.
Good job.
Namaste, yo.
Namaste, everybody.
All right,
I
goodbye.
love you.
Later.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.
Sayonara.